All right. Looks like we are live. What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Another PE Live daily, pretty much at this point. Monday through Saturday. PE Live and PlayerEssence live action coming to you guys every single day. I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me. Very excited about today to get into the topics and just chat with you guys about all sorts of random stuff like we always do. Multiple different videos today. I mean, it was a little bit of a quieter today when it comes to news. I mean, there isn't a ton of new things to discuss, but there's always content to go over. There's always games to talk about. There's always something as a community for us to talk about and kind of get behind or discuss and all of that. So I'm excited to talk about that. I'm excited to discuss and kind of get into more information on all that. You know, we had actually a couple videos today, 2 videos today. We might have a video tonight too, depending if I can stay up or not, depending on how tired I am or not. Could have another video tomorrow or tonight, or slash early in the morning for you East Coast people, or if you're on super East Coast. But yeah, excited to kind of get into a lot of different stuff here. Justin with the 3.
I beat Splatoon Raiders. It's my second game of this year, right behind Pokopia. Also, I'm replaying Super Mario RPG on Switch too. Can I get the battle theme?
That's just like a comfort playthrough. Shoutouts to beating Splatoon Raiders. I haven't quite beat it myself because the completionist in me doesn't like to just... My brain isn't wired to just finish the stuff then go back. Like, after a bit, how like the spicy raids open up and all that, and I'm playing on survivalist difficulty, so I'm like level 20, like high, like 28, 29 or something. Like there's this earlier spicy difficulty that's like level 34, and I'm like getting smashed. But I know that I can beat that, even though I'm 6 levels below. I know I can take care of it. So I've just been going through using the dungeon list. And I've just been going and beating all the spicy raids, going and getting all the collectibles that I missed, like a compass, or like the scroll. I'm like collecting everything. I want to make sure that I get everything I can before I beat the game. And then once I beat the game, then I'll do the end game stuff that opens up even more. So I want to cross my T's and dot my I's. So that's the reason why I haven't beat it yet, because I'm actually going back down and doing all the spicy raids and completing those, and some of them are really difficult on survival. And like I said, I mean, I don't have to play it on survivalist. I can play it on normal and probably beat it, but I have to be at the top when it comes down to this. All right, shout outs to thank you, Justin with the 3. You're now the Hokage, First Ninja Blood. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Get you on the board here, and then I'm gonna read off Shinru, 63 months, says, "Yerrr. How's the weekend, OJ? Working through Xenoblade Chronicles right now, about 20 hours plus in on chapter 7. Did you have to grind a lot? Yeah, Xenoblade, you have to grind. Like, unless you put it on easy. If you put it on easy, then you don't really. But, like, chapter 7 and only 20 plus hours seems a bit low. So it seems like you're not doing any grinding. Seems like you're just doing you're just going, like, you're on a warpath to the very end of the game. But yeah, I mean, you might run into a wall, like, near the end of the game if you don't grind a little bit. So I do recommend doing some side quests or, like, doing something, because, yeah, chapter 7 and only 20 hours seems low. Seems a bit low. So if I were you, I would definitely grind a little bit, because there's a part near the end that you just... It's literally like a difficulty spike. You run, like... even, like, a little bit before the end, like, about maybe, like, 70% of the way through, you might run into a wall, unless you're playing on casual. I mean, if you're playing on casual, then it probably won't be that bad. But if you're playing on normal, then yeah, it might be bad. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate that. Thank you, Shimmer, with the 63 months. Yo, I appreciate that. Also, thank you, the Game Bubble Lamb. Thank you for the tune-in tier pledge. Welcome back. Long time Elite Ninja. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate the Elite Ninja pledges and the subs. And thank you, Justin, with the 3 as well, man. I really appreciate that 3. Anybody does $3 or more, you can beat out Justin at the top of the combo board here. Let's go. Thank you guys for your support. Like always, we're going to have a dope stream tonight. I'm very excited to talk about video games with you guys. Like always, man. It's good to hear what you guys are doing, what you're up to, what games you're playing. I love hearing about it, man. I like to try to do stuff. I'm under leveled for 2 for the extra challenge, but it gives a better sense of accomplishment just leveling up to make it easier. Yeah. And even if you fail the raid, like, you still get the experience. So you'll beat it eventually. I just like getting, I don't know, there's something about, I like getting cooked in Splatoon. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to get bopped in that game. Like when you're doing bad or when you're not playing good, and like it almost feels like it's like if you if you change up one little thing, you'll beat it this time. I mean, you might not, but you think that you will. You might change out this tank, or you might put up this new power up, or you might level up this new thing, or scrap some weapons and do this. It's like you're like one tweak away, one different gadget combination away from winning, even if you're under leveled compared to the challenge. So that's what I love about Splatoon Raiders. It's just so much fun, man. It's so hype. I don't think Nintendo knew what they had, like 100%. I think Nintendo thought it wouldn't be as big as the game actually is. And these developers have created something insane. Like this is really good. Like I don't think I've liked the Splatoon game, a single player at least, single player or PvP element. I don't think I've liked it as much. Now I will say the original Splatoon, I was in love with that game. Like that the multiplayer, it was so fresh, it was so different. And this game has kind of brought back that excitement, when it comes to something like brand new for the Splatoon franchise, So yeah, getting cooked in Splatoon is like incredible. It's really fun. What up, Nimar? Welcome. Yeah, a little bit late today. I took a nap beforehand. I didn't notice it yesterday, but yesterday I was so tired because I woke up like at 5 a.m. I worked out by from 6 to 7 a.m. I edited the video. I took care of my boy. Saw my daughter, took care of her. We were out kind of in the heat a little bit. We were walking around the mall. So that right there, the workout in the morning plus walking around the mall for like an hour plus, and also just it being hot. And then I came back and I streamed after that. Man, I was tired. I just knocked out. And it's kind of like bled over to today because I woke up in the dead middle of the night and I edited a video. And then I fell asleep and I was asleep almost all day. So I was like, okay, I gotta take another nap because I gotta catch up a little bit because I've just been real busy with work. Because I've been like, when I'm not streaming and I'm not editing, I'm like, I don't have a ton of free time. I'm always streaming and editing or doing something or, taking care of family. So I needed to take a little bit of a nap for today, before today's stream, get me ready. But we should be good. And I don't have to get another video tonight. So, I mean, I can rest. I can probably rest pretty good tonight. Maybe I'll edit a video and have it, but I can probably relax. I can probably catch up a little bit. So I'll probably get back to streaming a bit more on time this week as I catch up. But it was just a kind of crazy setback Monday, Thank you to the Game Double M, though. Thank you for the tune-in tier pledge. I appreciate that. Shinru, if you want any music, remember, if you drop a dono, become a member. Make sure you put your music request in there. Shinru, if you want something, let me know. Justin, let me know if you want something. I got you. Let's see here. Shout outs to Mega Lee with the 38 months of tune-in tier pledge. What up? What up, Mega Lee? Let's see. Adapting for the challenge is fun. It really is, man. It really is. No, I don't think Nintendo knew the game was going to be a hit. Like, I don't think they did. I think they would have charged 60, 70 for this game. I think they would have charged, like Yoshi. I think it would have been like a Yoshi. I think if they felt that they would have charged 60, 70 for this, because this game has more content and stuff than Yoshi and like Star Fox, and some of the, like, their lower price games, right? I think they definitely would have charged a bit more if they would have known, but they didn't know. They thought, oh, it's a spin-off. Like Splatoon's main hook is PvP, and not single player experience. But I mean, I guess if you just go straight through on the easiest difficulty, the game's not that long, right? You can beat it pretty quickly. So maybe they were thinking that too. But obviously, there's like a lot of stuff that opens up and a lot of extra content. LJ, did you just start? Yeah, I just started. Can you play some Xenoblade Chronicles OST, any track? Alright, I got you, Shinru. Let's play Zanza. That's my favorite one. Xenoblade Zanza the Divine. Favorite track. I know I'm resting tonight and all day tomorrow. Hey, there you go. You have to, man. You have to. Yeah, the arcade mini games are kind of fun. They're kind of fun. I don't really play them too much, but yeah, they're cool. They're cool for what they are.
Hey, you.
Yo, Shaggy, what's up, man? Justin with another 3, extending the Hokage League.
It's so hot today and all the stores felt hot today, plus I'm so sore because 2 stores are remodeling and one is having a grand reopening tomorrow. It's super busy. Can I get some Pokopia music?
Yeah.
Pokopia and Splatoon Raiders are the biggest surprises.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, and I talked about that in my video that I had recently, where I talked about how like Splatoon Raiders was big for the Switch 2. Like Splatoon Raiders and Pokemon Pocopia, 2 surprise hits that Nintendo got. One right before the end of the first, the financial year, which was huge. And then this one is not as impactful as Pocopia, just because of the timing, but it's still important because we already had the quarter. The first quarter is finished. That's June, July. No, wait, hold up. Yeah. No, wait, no, my bad. April, May, June. So that quarter is done, right? Star Fox came out at the end of that quarter. We'll see how Nintendo does for that quarter. But the second quarter is July, August, September. And Nintendo has July, obviously, Splatoon Raiders, right? August, nothing that maybe we have the Pocopia DLC. We have third-party games. We have the Dust Bloods network test. That's good. But then it, starts strong with Splatoon Raiders, and then it finishes strong with Fire Emblem Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave in September. So not bad. I think that this quarter, and remember, the price increase is coming September 1st. So Splatoon Raiders could be that push for people to say, okay, I'll just go ahead and get it because Fire Emblem's coming out in September, and I want to get the Switch 2 now before that price increase. So you are seeing more people just saying, let me just go ahead and get it right now before that price increase hits. Radic did that, content creator. So there's going to be a lot more people doing that. Just go ahead and get it before the price increase. And of course, like Wario64 and John and myself and RGT and everybody's going to be saying, hey, look, the price increase is coming. If you want to Switch 2, go ahead and get it before that big price increase. Yeah, Nintendo definitely played it safe, but I think it worked out in their favor. That kept the expectations low and over-delivered. You have to see it. Exactly, I agree. Expectations for Splatoon Raiders was low. It was low, and it over-delivered on that, right? It over-delivered on those expectations, and that's good. It's always good when you have that. Pokemon Pocopia, depending on who you talk to, expectations were low. Game keycard, not the best visually, but people who know about cozy games were like, no, this is really good. Like the people that knew, and if you love cozy games and love Dragon Quest Builders, you knew about that game. And of course, it's Pokemon. But a lot of people did not know. But Splatoon Raiders, that one caught people off guard. I'm actually surprised at how much I like this game. I knew that I'd like it, but I'm surprised at how much I like the game. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I am liking it. I'm trending towards I don't give out many 10s, man. But I'm trending towards like a 9.5, like 9 to 10, somewhere between there. Now, once again, I gotta finish the game. I gotta finish. But right now, it definitely seems like it's well above an 8.
I have seen a lot of videos about people swapping to Switch 2 as their only console or second console. I know it's my recommendation, but I know I'm not the only one that see it.
Yeah, it's like algorithm based, but no, you're not the only one. Like, there's definitely more and more people that are, doing PC console or just doing Switch 2 because you're getting older, right? People are getting older. A lot of the kids that grew up with the Switch, and maybe they got a PS5, they're looking at it and like, well, I don't have as much time as I had when I was younger, when I was playing PS5, right? Like, if you're in your, like, let's just say 24, 25, 26, 5 years ago, you're a bit younger, maybe, you're just finishing up with school or getting into college, now you're done. Maybe you got a kid, maybe maybe you've got work. You don't have as much time, but the Switch maybe fits your lifestyle a bit more, right? Or maybe you just don't have time to fit in a million different games, like from different systems. So I think that there's just a natural progression of things. And yeah, I see it. I do see it because, once again, you do have more third-party support. And I think that that's what helps out. Now, I don't personally recommend it, depending on what, but well, hold up. I recommend it based on what you like or what you don't like, right? What you like or what you don't like. So that's what I do. I recommend it based off of that. Like, if you like big third-party games all the time, then obviously, PS5 or PC or Xbox would probably be the way to go. But if you love first-party games and don't mind, like, you want some third-party here and there, then I think Switch 2 is a great main system. It just really depends. It really depends on what you're looking for, But shout outs to Justin. Thank you for another 3. I appreciate that. Shout outs to the game Double M. Thank you for the 2 as well. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm ready for Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for Switch 2. Yes, sir. I am ready as well for that. Thank you, the game Double M. Thank you for another 2. Shout outs to Justin upping the Hokage League to $6. And even if 6 or more, you beat out Justin on the board. 3 to beat him on the Ninja board. And shout outs to Game Double M. Shout outs to the tune-in tier pledges, guys. I appreciate that. Nintendo Nukem says, are expectations also low for Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave? No, because Fire Emblem Three Houses, you know, is a, it's coming off a 5 million seller, and it's coming off an 89 Metacritic. You know, Fire Emblem for the past decade has had nothing lower when it comes to the main games. I mean, outside of Engage, but even that, right? Like nothing lower than an 8 out of 10. But when it comes to the big actual main Fire Emblem games, I mean, nothing lower than an 88, 87, 88. So, I mean, the expectations for Fire Emblem are always, like, high when it comes to, like, the quality of the game or, like, Metacritic score or something like that. It's been like that for a while now, you know? And really, if you go back all the way to, like, let's just say, like, Fire Emblem on the GameCube or on, like, the GBA, like, the Fire Emblem games have always been pretty good. Like, even, like, Radiant Dawn, that got lower reviews, but that people bashed that game because it's hard and because the graphics. That's the reason why that game got bashed. Like, it's not as bad as the reviews say. It's actually a really good game, but it was just really difficult. And reviewers got trashed, plus it was on the Wii, and they're just like, this game looks bad. I mean, it's difficult, it's too hard. But if you go back and, like, look at Radiant Dawn, that game probably should have been rated, like, an 8. Like, you know, it's probably as high as Path of Radiance. You know, it's really good. But outside of that outside of that little blip, I mean, Fire Emblem games have been rated really, really, really well, like 8 out of 10 plus, you know. Whoa, calm down, Nintendo Nukem, calm down. No need to say stuff like that, bro. Like that's excessive, right? That's a little bit excessive. Arlo streamed Raiders for a shocking amount of 11 hours. I don't care that Arlo streamed Raiders for a shocking amount of 11 hours. I don't care, Ninmar. I already made the decision to sit out next gen Xbox, PlayStation. Switch 2 just has too many games for me to keep up with. All the current power level is fine with me. Yeah, and I think that's kind of how it is, right? Scrumpton, it's like, one thing that I noticed this generation is that I can buy all the cool games on Xbox and PlayStation, but you can't buy time. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy time. There's a certain amount of time in every single day, and you have to go to work, right? Most of us work anywhere between 5 to 8 hours per day, or we go to school. You know, you go to school for 5-6 hours out of the day. A lot of us have kids. Some of us don't have kids, but a lot of us have family. You have maybe mom, dad, brother, sister that you take care of, or whatever, right? You have other things that you have to do, so you don't have time 24/7 to be playing every single game that comes out every single time, no matter what. Especially, you know, a lot of you guys, you know, just know we're not all content creators, so that's the thing. And so, yeah, you can buy all these different games and all these different systems, but the time to play them is another thing, you know? Absolutely loving Raiders. I knew I'd like it, but I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I am. Yeah, exactly. Same thing, Professor Noak. Same thing with me, you know? Same thing. Same thing. Let's see here. All right, Tommy. We'll see you back in a bit. Can you play Gormati Forest from Xenoblade Chronicles? Yeah, I got you. Right after this Pocopia music. Xenoblade. Yeah, make sure you guys drop a dono. Make sure you guys put those music requests in there, and I got you. And even if you can't fit it in a message, just let me know afterwards, and I'll play it. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Forest. All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, what's up, Ultra? Welcome, man. Let's see here. Unemployment can help you play games more. Yeah, unemployment, but a lot of us are not unemployed. A lot of us have jobs so we can actually afford the games that we want, you know? Well, that's true. Some of us maybe are unemployed, and maybe you're just going through in between jobs. But, you know, for the most part, though, you know, most of the time you're going to be working, you're going to be going to school, you're going to be doing something, you know? So you don't have as much time to play. I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that Scooby-Doo guy. I'm not sure. I have no idea, but either way. All right, shout outs. Thanks, Dior. Justin with another 3.
I'm too tired to play a game at a TV or desk. I need handheld as an option. Lol.
No, I agree. I agree 100%.
Though the industry is burning itself to the ground, as gamers are being overfed. Resident Evil 9, Pragmata, Mina the Hollower, Pokopia, Star Fox, and Splatoon Raiders are great. And Fire Emblem and Zelda Remake are still in the horizon.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa! I mean, Orbitals, Lies of P, Fire Emblem, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, Beast of Reincarnation. I mean, the list just goes on and on, right? I mean, Final Fantasy 14 is dropping on Switch 2. I mean, there's just so much to play. Xenoblade Chronicles, 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Remember, Xenoblade 3 is coming out, the Switch 2 edition. I mean, it's just mind-boggling how much content there is. And then next year, it doesn't slow down. A lot of games next year as well, even early. God of War, Laufey, Fable, a lot of games coming up. Shout outs to Mac Mega, shout outs to Justin. Justin upping the Hokage lead to 9 on the board. Anybody that does 9 or more, you can beat out Justin or time up on the Hokage board. Still 3 on the Ninja board. Anybody that does 3 or more, you can tie up or beat out Justin. We got a 2-way tie, though, between Justin and Mac Mega on that Ninja board. Thank you so much, Mac Mega. I appreciate that. Mac Daddy! Yo, Mac Daddy! Mac Mega, thank you so much, man. Yo, shout outs to Daria's Mac Daddy. That always reminds me of that. And we got to also combo break. Overclock 15 minutes, let's go. 15-minute extension on tonight's stream, let's go. Next one up at 30 combos. We got 30 minutes unlocked. Thank you guys for your support, like always. Ali says, if Nintendo now owns Xenosaga, do you think they'll get 3 full remakes or triple? Well, we don't know if they do 100%. Like, obviously, there's been some... I need to make an update on that, because there are some trademark things that are still saying, no, they still own it. But it's just a little bit weird to me. But so we'll see. I don't know what they'll do, if they're going to remake it fully or not. But hypothetically speaking, I would think that Nintendo would do some high-end remasters of the games, of Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3. That's what I would think. So yeah, OJ, same OJ, while be delighted to shake the hand of a grandfather of the YouTube Nintendo gaming community. Am I a grandfather? I thought I'd just be like an uncle. Am I a grandfather, Ultra? Like grandfather? Am I that old? Or am I in the YouTube community? Or am I an unk? Maybe I'm a grandfather. Okay. What's the amount of years that you're on YouTube between like Big Brother, Uncle, like Big Brother, Unc or Dad or grandfather? Like, how many years do you have to be a grandfather on YouTube? I mean, like, I just mean like in terms of like in YouTube years, like not like actual age, like my age, but like in YouTube years, because he said grandfather of YouTube. So it's like, how many years do you have to be like making content on YouTube to be considered a grandfather? Remember, YouTube came into existence in 2005, so it's only about 21 years. YouTube's only about 21 years old, right? So how old do you have, like how many years do you have to be creating content to be a grandfather on YouTube? My father's 54 years old and he's already a grandfather, so I mean, there's that. But I meant not by the age of me personally, or by anyone. I meant like by creating content on YouTube. Remember, 21 is the oldest that someone could be creating content on YouTube for 21 years. That is the max. So what do you guys think about that? I got Liza P physically pre-ordered. I don't mind waiting till October for this banger. Also 007 First Light just got Steam Deck verified, so Switch 2 port soon. I mean, maybe. That's a really bad delay for 007 like this. That's a really bad delay. They should have been more upfront with this. I think that they knew that they weren't going to have the Switch 2 version ready. So I mean, like how many months delay? May, June, July, August. Like that's a bad delay, man. So I'm kind of like less excited and less willing to support them after this type of wait, but we'll see. I understand. You would say 15? Oof. 15 years of... Okay, I'm definitely a grandfather. if it's 15 years if you've been creating content for 15 years, now does that mean 15 years professionally or just 15 years like total? Because like I wasn't doing it professionally for 15 years. I've pretty much been doing it professionally since 2017 for real, but like 2013 with this channel. I think 2013. So I mean I don't know, but I started in my first video was like in 2010. Was like in early 2010. So that would be 16 years of creating content. But this channel itself is going on 13 years in September. So yo, shout outs to General Zamora with the Unk Alert, 440 jewels. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll take the Unk Alerts. I'll take the Unk Alerts. Let's go. General Z with that 440. Yo, appreciate that. Yeah, the delay is rough. Well, I gotta be honest. IQ dropped the ball on that one. Yeah, they dropped the ball on that one, but it's okay. I mean, it's probably still gonna be a solid port now. You know, we're taking the extra time. I meant like because you're the oldest Nintendo YouTuber in terms of actual age. I'm definitely. Wait a minute. I am the oldest Nintendo YouTuber in terms of actual age. Yeah, remember, because I'm 92 years old. Remember in Ultra? So I'm 92. So yeah, I'm definitely the oldest out of all the different Nintendo YouTubers out there. That's true. That's true. I've been feeling inspired recently to try again with YouTube content creation and gaming. Any tips? My tips are always, hit algorithm, right? Consistency and algorithm. Like, title's got to be good. You can't say exactly what you're talking about. You have to have a little bit of intrigue in your title. Don't make it too long. Thumbnail needs to be solid enough and really hit a point that you feel people are interested in or that you're knowledgeable about. So those are like the most important things. It's, title, don't make it too long. Make it interesting, but don't give up too much information. Thumbnail, make the thumbnail. Use, vibrant colors. Use nice, good resolution images. Don't make text too small. So those are the things that I would say. Have at least one or two people on the thumbnail, right? In terms of whatever you're talking about. And like I said, don't make it too small. And like I said, use good resolution images, PNG files and things like that. Because when it's low resolution, it looks bad. So yeah, that's my advice. Yeah, back Furious Francis days, yeah, but that was even before then. No, even like just the regular, 2010. That was even before that. So I've been creating content for a long time, man. I've been feeling inspired recently. Okay, I already read that. Shout outs to Cloud. What up, OJ? Storm knocked out my power and ruined my dinner plans, so I'm grabbing some Wawa and joining the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Switch 2 Edition hype party. Hey, shout outs. Stay safe out there, man. I'm sorry that the power knocked. I mean, then that's why it's important to have, backup plans and of course have, Switch 2. You can play some games, things like that while the power is out, which is unfortunate. Sorry to hear about a storm. I mean, it's just hot as heck where I'm at. Bead Queen, what's up, Bead Queen? Welcome to the stream, young lady. How you doing today? You guys get some love to Bead Queen in the chat.
Hey, you. I want to shake your hand.
Justin with another 3. I want to shake your hand.
The best advice is make a video called I sold my Steam Deck for a Switch 2. Lol.
You can go the rage bait route. I mean, that is a legitimate business option in today's day. I'm still going to make my Steam Deck video. Don't worry, I'm going to make my Steam Deck. Some people are wondering, OJ, you didn't call out the Steam Deck like sales crumbling down to nothing. And I'm like, oh, don't worry, I will. Just give me a little bit of time. Trust me, we're gonna cook them. We're gonna cook them. But for right now, I just wanted to chill, and just kind of play Splatoon Raiders, make content on Splatoon, and kind of just discuss some other things. But don't worry, we'll be back to a face cam video talking about the Steam Deck and pissing people off. As you guys know, I don't care. I've stopped caring. I don't care what people say. I'll say whatever I want. And you call me every name in the book. It doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter. You guys already know. And that's when you're free as a content creator. When you're not worried about Steam or PC weirdos, or you're not worried about people dogpiling you. So what? Go ahead and do it. So what? What are you going to do? Nothing. Like, am I going to be hurt in real life? No. people do all sorts of stupid stuff, you know, outside of these walls, and that's okay. Like, somebody did some stupid thing on, like, Metacritic and, like, used my handle to give, like, Splatoon Raiders a 0 out of 10, and I'm like, people were tagging me, and I'm just like, bro, like, y'all just leave it alone. Like, if you give attention to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you start talking about it and quote tweeting it and all that, then people are gonna, like, it's gonna make, like, a bigger deal than it actually is. It doesn't matter to me. It's irrelevant. So what? You know, it doesn't, I don't care. Let's see here. Did you know that there's a 91-year-old grandma who loves Zelda games? Yes. 92, that's amazing. Did you meet MLK? I did. He was, I was big homie. I was big homie. So, like, were you on a podcast? Someone who's 87 years younger than you. You were their grandfather, best and ton of YouTuber, 2.41 million subscribers. I have no idea what you're talking about, Ultra, but sure. Do you plan on doing one face cam video every day? No. I'll do them when I feel like it. I got a storm, but my power reserves are there, though, to be fair. At least 5+ hours of power to at least continue the entertainment. Switch to mobile internet. If the power's out, yep.
I want to shake your hand.
Yo, DeAndre coming through with the 477.
Hey, what's up, OJ?
What up?
I picked up Halo Campaign Evolved today. I got hit with a massive 18-hour wait to download the update file. 15 hours left. All digital future, am I right? Play
Yeah.
Splatoon Raiders music, please.
Yeah, all digital, man. All digital future. Shout outs to DeAndre, my man from up north, the Maple Syrup Boys representing. You're the new ninja of the stream. Thank you for the 477. I appreciate that. And let's get some Splatoon Raiders music going here for you. All right. Thank you so much, DeAndre. I appreciate that. Let's get the combos on the board, too. Appreciate that. That gets us to 19 on the board. Close. 11 more combos. We've got that 30-minute extension. Let's go. All right. Sick of the heat. All the flowers are burning up. I miss being a kid. It was much easier to tolerate the heat, especially since we had the horse tank as a little swimming pool. Yeah, exactly. I mean, for me, Beat Queen is just, you know, I just stay inside and use the air conditioner. I mean, that's how. But I mean, yesterday I was out driving because, like, you know, I went and picked up my daughter and we were hanging out, you know, but she wasn't feeling the best. But we were out and it was hot, man. It was, oh man, it was super hot. It was definitely super hot. So yeah, you just have to, you just have to deal with it, you know, as an adult. But yeah, air conditioner for sure. Air conditioner, one of the places I like to go to. air conditioner. Do you work a day job besides doing content? Love the streams, my dude. I do have an extra day job. Not every day, but like certain Mondays and certain Fridays, I have a job doing mentoring. So yeah. So you're super hot, super hot, super hot. That's the voice still ingrained in my mind. All right, thanks for letting us know about that. Thought the future was going to have replicators for physical objects like Star Trek, but we're wrong. Our drinks, coffee, and food will all be digital food. You just go, and you just like, and then your mind tells you that you've eaten it, even though your body says no, you had nothing. Digital food, that's the wave. That's the future right there. That's the future right there. All right, let me see if I missed any. What up, Egomaniac? Steam Deck sales only get worse. Yeah, I mean, should I go with the, what do you guys think with the thumbnail? For those who know about my Steam Deck stuff, should I go with the choke, the Tyrese Halliburton? Should I go with the choke, or should I go with the Reggie Miller? Should I go with the choke in the thumbnail, guys? What y'all think? What do y'all want to see? What type of thumbnail y'all want to see for my Steam Deck video? Should I what type of? I can go with the choke, the what's it called? The Reggie Miller choke. I can go with the Tyrese Halliburton choke. I can do whatever you guys want me to do. They were really mad about that. I know. When I did the Tyrese Halliburton choke, oh man, Banana Dude and his minions were really mad about that. I saw them. They were really mad. I'm gonna do another one. Oh man. Let's see here. I'm unfamiliar with those specific chokes. Okay, I'll show you guys the chokes so you guys can know what would be the best choke to do. We can have a little bit of fun, and I'll show you the context behind the choke. You gotta know basketball to know the chokes that I'm talking about. Justin with the 3.
Can you do a thumbnail of you choking the Steam Deck? Lol JK.
I'd have to use AI for that, so I don't want to do that. But I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty funny. that'd be a funny one. I mean, actually, no, I wouldn't have to use AI. I could probably do it using very minimal AI. But I would definitely need to use AI, right? I don't have an artist on hand for me to do that. Me choking the Steam Deck out. That'd be funny. Ultra. I told you to stop doing that. I told you to stop. I told you to stop saying, read my message, I told you to stop, brother. Just stop, man, all right? Just stop, just relax, I already read multiple messages of yours. Like, just, come on, man. Not all stream, bro. Come on. Come on, man. Not all stream. You're not going to get every message read, okay? I'm not going to read every message where you're shouting out a bunch of other content creators and you're just talking about, like, I'm not going to do that, man. So just chill, okay? Calm down. All right. I see. We're going to be using digital phones on computers. A digital phone on a computer. I think we kind of already do that. That's like Skype and all that. A digital phone on a computer. That's like Skype. That's like a digital phone, right? That's like a digital phone. Let's see here. Do the Dylan Brooks. Yeah, the Dylan Brooks. Maybe my face on Dylan Brooks or just the Dylan. I think, no, having Dylan Brooks just be there. My face on there or just Dylan Brooks by itself. Either one of those can work. Either one of those can work. Oh, man. That's great. That is awesome. The Dylan Brooks is so good. We can do that. Yo, Miggin and Mac Daddy with the 87 months. It says, been here for so long. We witnessed John's hairline go out like physical games and seen RGT go full Hogan with the spray paint tan. LOL. Yeah. Also, can I get 2 music requests? Yeah, my hairline, mine going out too, bro. We gotta do something here. It's happening. But yeah, we've lived it all, man. We've lived through it. 87 months of Ambu tier. Yo, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that 87 months. Let's get a put up on the board for that. Thank you for the support, brother. Also, 2 music requests. Yeah, go ahead and put the music request in the chat, and I got you because you dropped the dono earlier. Absolutely. Let's see. Draw 2 arms on the Switch 2 and have it choking the Steam Deck. Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do something like that. Did you see the new Samsung Z Flip? Nah, I didn't see all that, Ultra. Nah. What did happen from Back to the Future? The Surf Vietnam, though, the probably was also reference to Francis Ford Coppola. Okay. Yo, what a perfect image. Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Shout outs. Y'all on one today, man. Y'all got some good stuff. I like it. There are over 200 people here. Can't read all. Yeah, I can't read every message, guys. Sometimes I might miss it. So, I mean, like, just like I said, if you put a message and I feel like it's not relevant for me to read, and you don't tag me, then I'm probably not gonna read it. But if you tag me, or if it's something like relevant and like, you know, and like I'm not in the middle of already reading something else, then I'll probably read it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't want to ignore anybody here. I'm not trying to be mean and ignore anybody. But yeah, I mean, some people put comments that it has like nothing to do with what I'm talking about, and there's like more comments coming through. So I might not read that if that's the case, right? Or if you're just constantly talking about other content creators, or I might just ignore it, you know? Because like there's no point in me reading you talking about other content creators 24/7. So Chrono Rig with the $2 dono says Jez G Splatoon and then Xeno 2 can't keep up. Yeah, I know. And I'm trying to really get it done, but Xeno 2 comes out in a couple of days, which is crazy, you know?
The Dylan Brooks meme with the Steam Deck screen having the choke meme the best of both. Lol.
Okay, wait, so can you give me a mock-up of what you're talking about, Justin, if you don't mind? I need a mock-up of what you're talking about because I think I understand what you're saying, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so you said the Dylan Brooks meme, so when he's just there with the Steam Deck screen having a choke meme on the, like the Halliburton choke, and then Dylan, okay, I get it. So the Steam Deck, like the picture of the Steam Deck with the Halliburton choke, and then like maybe like a split, and then like the Dylan Brooks. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We'll do the Dylan Brooks with the Steam Deck screen with the Halliburton choke, and maybe like the Gaben yacht in the background, maybe like the SS Gaben in the background, and his face somewhere like in the sea or something like that. Okay, we can do that. So that sounds really good. We can do that. I don't know when the video will be done or when I'll do the video, but don't worry, we'll do the video, guys. We'll do the video. I don't know when, but we will. We got to do it when our haters least expect it. You know, we got to do it when the haters least expect it. 28 on the board. Justin increases his lead to 15. Let's go. We are 2 combos away from that 30-minute extension. Justin increased the Hokage lead to 15. DeAndre still Stream Ninja with the 477. Anybody does that, they can beat him out. Yo, let's go. Thank you, guys. You could have Gabe peeking out of the water like a monster. Yeah, maybe we'll do Sea Urchin Gabe or something. Sea Monster Gabe, but we'll see. Sometimes it just... You can talk about a thumbnail design, but then when you start designing it, it doesn't actually work, especially if you're not using AI. So, let's see here. But it's all good. Okay, guys, Broad Gamer, it's all good. Ultra, it's all good. Y'all stop going back and forth. It's okay. Everybody just calm down. My bad. Just calm down. But what's up, Broads Gamer? Welcome to the stream, brother. Good to see you here. Welcome. Jumpmon. Yo, what up, the big Jumpmon in the house? Dory does voices. I'm actually thinking about getting Splatoon Raiders. It's fire, man. Splatoon Raiders is fire. I got a new paintbrush weapon, and it's awesome. But Splatoon Raiders is legitimately... I think... I don't want to start McDonald capping, but Splatoon Raiders might be like the second best game on the Switch 2, if not the best game on the Switch 2 right now. Like, it's definitely a top 3 game for me. I think it's definitely a top 3 game. Yo, Dokes! What up, Dokes?
Ultra reminds me of Commander DNB.
So he does remind me of Commander DNB. He does remind me of Commander DNB. Yeah, I remember Commander DNB. But yeah, he does remind me of him. Yeah, they feel similar, in terms of how they act. But they're different enough, but similar in some ways. Yeah. Yo, shout outs, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dokes. Surprise. You are now the stream ninja. Surprise, mother. Thank you for that $5 Ninja Peach. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support, like always. Dokes. Surprise. Thank you for the 5. 8 minutes, 5 more. You get up, my man. Dokes on the board, and we've got another combo breaker.
Overclock Buster. Overclock Buster.
I said I don't know. The meta score seems low in my opinion. What game are you talking? Oh, you talk Splatoon Raiders? Yeah, it's low. And the reason why it's low is because there are stupid reviewers. No, I'm joking. Actually, I'm not joking. But no, the reason why it's lower than what it actually feels like is because reviewers decided to say that it should have had PvP. They were upset that it doesn't have the typical PvP, despite the game being a cheaper game and the game literally being advertised as a single-player adventure that has multiplayer, and that's a spin-off. Like, there was no inclination of the game ever having that, having PvP. But some reviewers took it upon themselves to say, well, it doesn't have it, so it's not as good. Or it doesn't have it, so there's a problem. So they were using it against previous Splatoon games to knock it down. instead of just rating it on what it was, because it's not a remake, it's not a re-release, it's a brand new game. You know, obviously a brand new game in a established franchise. But for example, there are Mario games with online multiplayer, but that doesn't mean like if there's like a new Mario game that doesn't have online multiplayer, you're not like, oh my gosh, where's the online multiplayer? Now obviously it's been established that Mario games are usually single player experiences, you know, for the most part. I mean, there's multiplayer in them, but not like online co-op. But that's what I'm trying to like. That's the gist of it. Is that some reviewers that were giving it 7s and stuff were saying, oh well, it's not as good as the PvP. And I already know what they did. They put the game on easy, or they put the game on normal. They just played straight through. They didn't do all the extra stuff, and they just said, oh well, I'm just shooting things. It's not that great. That's what they did. They didn't do the spicy raid stuff. They didn't do all that. They just went through it and just felt like, oh well, it doesn't do PvP, so I'm going to rate it down. So that's what we got there. And then we have one person that's legitimately an idiot, the 4 out of 10 review, and said, oh well, it's just pedestrian. It's just to say it doesn't do anything innovative within the looter shooter. And it's like, well, he didn't say what he would have wanted it to do, and he doesn't say what innovations are there in the looter shooter to begin with. Like, so I guess nobody's doing anything innovative, because like, who's making innovative looter shooters? You know, like they have all these new crazy ideas that's never been seen before. I mean, it's a shooter. The unique mechanics are already built into the game. You know, so. But yeah, I see what Chrono Rig's saying though. Like, it feels like it should have been higher than like an 81. It feels, and I agree. Like, based off of me playing, like, I'm not done yet, so I can't give a final score. But I'm more trending towards 8.5, 9, and up, somewhere in that category or up, than a low 8. I don't think it's a low 8 score. Me personally, I don't think it's a low 8 score. But we'll see. Unless the game completely collapses for me, like in the second half. Yeah, I already gave my thoughts on LeBron going to 76ers. Good for him. Hopefully he does well. There's probably some that was probably someone that doesn't even play games. One guy gave it a lower score because he's like, I can't control the game. The motion controls don't work well for me. And the thumbstick controls don't work well for me. I can't control. And it's like, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know how to play. Like, literally somebody who does not know how to play video games. The thumbstick controls are fine. You can tweak it. There's sensitivity. You have X and Y axis. Like, it's no different than any other game. Like, it has just as much control over your game as any other third-person shooter on the market. There's nothing different. And once again, you can control the sensitivity. You can adjust everything. And this guy's an idiot. He just couldn't learn how to control the game. He's like 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 or something. So it's like, it got lower scores because there were some morons playing the game. Let's just be real. All right. Okay. We're going to have we're gonna do 30 minutes. We're gonna do 30 minutes ultra, okay? Just relax, okay? Just relax. We're gonna do 30 minutes. And also, Broads Gamer, everybody just relax. Everybody just calm down, okay? 30 minutes ultra. It seems like this ultra seems like he eats sugar before he comes to every stream. Just like he eats as much sugar as possible, then like blasts the stream. I love the energy, but sometimes it's just a little bit too much. You know, sometimes it's a little bit too much. Yo, what up, Matt Green? Welcome. Yo, shout out to Dory. I appreciate you, fam. Let's see. Look at Dylan Brooks and Gabe Newell. With the shiny watch side by side, the pose looks exactly the similar. Oh yeah, like the. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm surprised with the one review that said of it. Played one looter shooter. You played them all. But Splatoon objectively has unique base gameplay compared to the other shooters. I have no idea. I have no idea what they're talking about. I think that is a factually incorrect statement. If you play Splatoon Raiders and if you play Borderlands, it is very easy to hate Borderlands. Like, let's just say Borderlands 4. It is very easy to hate Borderlands 4 or hate Borderlands 3 and love Splatoon Raiders. They are fundamentally, structurally, very different games. Very, 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 very different games. They are not the same. So to say you've played one looter shooter, you've played them all, that is a lie. That's not even an opinion. That is a lie. Splatoon Raiders is not open world. The open world in Borderlands is a fundamentally game-changing type of thing. You might love the open world, which makes it way better than Splatoon Raiders. You might hate the open world or be indifferent, but it is not the same. Borderlands is so big of a game, you need vehicles to get from one objective to another. It is not level-based, it's area-based. So you can be in one area, oh, and then you need to go to this area. Then there's like your base camp. You need to go back to your base camp. Then you have these different outposts that you go to. It is very much an open world RPG shooter, right? Splatoon Raiders is nothing like that. The structure is completely different. You know? So to sit there and say if you've played one of them, you've played them all, that's insanely stupid. Splatoon Raiders is almost structurally nothing like Borderlands. Now, of course, you have the loot aspect of it, but the combat, the movement, the classes, how you play, it's so different. Even how you shoot and you reload with the ink. It's not bullet based. That is just moronic, and I would just say factually false. I mean, it's not even an opinion. I think that's just false. I think there's enough indicators from what I just said to say that's just a false opinion. You know, it's just not correct. Kevin with the 2 and says, "What's up, OJ? How are you doing? Can I get any music from Skies of Arcadia?" Absolutely. Thank you for the 2, Kevin. Because I don't like Borderlands. I used to like Borderlands, but I stopped liking Borderlands. I don't like it. And Splatoon Raiders, I love Splatoon Raiders. It's great. So that's the thing. Live from the pit of hell. Seriously.
I want to shake your hand.
Justin with another 3.
I sent you on Discord what I had in mind for the thumbnail.
Okay.
Lol.
Thank you to Justin with another $3 donation. Shout out to you guys using Streamlabs today. A lot of you guys using Streamlabs for the support, so I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. 18 on the board. Justin increased the Hokage lead to 18. Anyway, there's 18 more. You beat out Justin, and we are humming along, guys. We're almost at the 45 combo breaker. I'm going to open up Discord here and check out the meme thing that Justin posted thumbnail. So I appreciate that, guys. Let's go. Looking for the platinum today. We out here. All right, let me see here. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right, let me see here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I had in mind, too. I had this in mind, too, Justin, for something along the lines of this. Yeah. This is exactly what I had in mind for the thumbnail. But, you know, I take this and I'd move it up to right here. I tilt it and put the choke thing in there, the choke meme. Yeah. And then maybe once again the white background, we replace that with the Gaben yacht. The Gaben yacht, and then maybe Gaben's face in the lower, like just like peeking, like his eyes just like peeking there. So yeah, that would be good. That would be really, really, really good. Yeah, we gotta do that. We gotta do it. Shout outs, guys. Thank you for the support like always. Let's go. This is great. This is great, man. This is great. Yeah, now you're seeing the choke. OJ, just curious if you make of it. Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 Edition playthrough review. Are you hardcore enough to do another playthrough? I mean, I don't know if I want to do another playthrough, but I might. But I don't know if I want to do another playthrough because I already did like a big playthrough of the game and beat a lot of stuff. But I might go back into my save file and then complete a bunch of extra stuff, like extra missions and like side quests and things like that, or maybe like some super bosses that I didn't beat. So I might. We'll see. I don't know if I have the time to do like a full another playthrough of the game. What's the context on the Steam Deck? Any recent Steam Deck Steam news I'm missing? Yeah, like Steam Deck sales have completely collapsed at this point because of the price increase. Oh, that's what IGN and other people were reporting. So that would be like the context there. Honestly, just Splatoon Raiders feels more like Phantasy Star Online 1 than Borderlands or Destiny. Phantasy Star Online 1. I don't know about that. I don't know if it feels more like that. I don't think so. No. Phantasy Star Online 1? I mean, I have heard the PSO comparison a little bit, but I guess. It's not an MMO, though. Like, it's clearly not an MMO, though. Phantasy Star Online is clearly an MMO. That's offline, but it's clearly an MMO. Also, Gamba's here with a $25 dono. Ayo!
FYI, I sent a mini playlist on Discord if you don't mind playing it. Just like old times. It's only 3 songs.
I got you back, Mega. I got you. Let me open up. Where's my Discord at? It disappeared. Huh? My disc. Okay, no, it didn't. I'm stupid. All right, yeah, I got you. Shout out to Mac Mega. Thank you for the Ninja Peach. And thank you to Gambit Zero with the big 25. Says, damn! 9.3 user score on Metacritic. Got the second to last copy at Best Buy today. Physical copy of a great game is selling out, huh? Dookie Butter PlayStation. Appreciate you always, OJ. I appreciate you, Gambit. Gambit Zero, my bad. You already know what I'm about to say, right? You already know what's going on here, Gambit Zero. Oh, man. Shout out to Gambit Zero, man. You know how long I've been waiting for this? You know how long I've been waiting for this? Alright, let's see here. Mac Mega, I don't see your tracks that you're talking about, brother. I do not see, like, the message requests. Oh, okay, I think this is you. Okay, are you M? Okay, yeah, this must be you. Accept the M. Okay, I didn't know I wasn't... Am I not your friend already? Got Mina. Shout outs to Mac Mega. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for that. Thank you for the 5 and Gambit Zero. Thank you for the big 25. Oh boy, you're down the whole call game stream ninja both, baby. Yo, I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's go. 43. And then with the 25. 68 on the board. Oh, here we go, guys. We got the not the platinum quite yet. We got the Noah and Mio combo break, 45-minute extension, and here we go. The Noah and Mio. We out here. Thank you guys for the support, man. I appreciate that. Well, OJ, first we had DK Bonanza, System Seller, and now Splatoon Raiders. We are eating good with these 2 games for Switch 2. Yeah, Pokemon Pocopia. That was also a big system seller. That helped move a lot of systems. A lot of Animal Crossing peeps and Dragon Quest Builders peeps were all over that game, which is good, you know. 68 on the board. Shout outs to Gambit Zero. Shout outs to Mac Mega. Appreciate you guys. Let's get Gambit Zero, and I appreciate you, fam. If you want any music, Gambit, let me know. And I got you. Gambit Zero Anybody that's 25 or more on both boards can beat out my man Gambit. Appreciate that, man. Yo, let's go. Well, OJ, just okay. Let's see here. Do you think we should do a video on Xenoblade 4 turning 4? Xenoblade turning 4? I mean Xenoblade 3 turning 4? Is that what you're talking about? I don't usually do anniversary videos, so I mean, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, I don't really do anniversary, like if a game turns like a birthday, like I don't really, unless I really want to talk about something, but I mean, no, probably not, but we'll see. Yo, what up, Vatset? Welcome, man. How you doing today, brother? Welcome. I'm curious to know how the Blackout will convince Sony to reverse the decision. So yeah, let's talk about that real quick, right, guys? We got a Blackout apparently happening. A PlayStation Blackout. Anonymous is posting this. They are, I guess they're trying to get Sony to reverse their decision, and they're trying to organize a Blackout of the game, or of PlayStation just in general. So here's what it says. Anonymous posted this on Twitter, and they said, and it's the Anonymous. They said, for several years now, Sony Interactive Entertainment has continued to grow further apart from its fan base, whether it's closing beloved studios like Bluepoint, pursuing a misguided live service strategy, canceling fan events, leaving PSVR 2 to die, or being completely out of touch with the franchises players want to see return. PlayStation has never felt more disconnected from its community. Ending physical discs in 2028 feels like the last straw. We understand there is only so much SIE can control, but the decisions that are within its control, the company continues to mismanage the strong position it inherited from the PS4 era. There are so many issues with PlayStation right now that bringing back physical games would only be meeting players halfway. There is still so much more SIE can do. We miss Twisted Metal. We miss SOCOM, Sly Cooper, Resistance. We miss the PlayStation experience. We miss Japan Studio. With that, we are calling on PlayStation players to participate in an economic and gameplay blackout from Sunday, August 23rd at 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. local time through Sunday, August 30th at 7 p.m. local time. Players can participate by turning off their consoles or logging out for 7 days. We feel that this period gives publishers and developers minimal impact while still giving players a voice. So there you go, hashtag PS Blackout. So that's what they're planning on doing. So are you guys planning on doing that? Sunday, August 23rd, 7 p.m. Local time through Sunday, August 30th, 7 p.m. local time. Blackout. Don't turn on your PS5. Don't log in. Don't play the games. Let them know, because like they see like the daily users and all that, right? So if they see that the people were dipped out, you know, it does at least try to bring some attention, more attention to it. I'm pretty sure they already know, but it brings even more attention. I applaud them for trying, but I don't think a single week blackout is going to do anything. Yeah, that's pretty much the sentiment that I see a lot of people saying. Anonymous the hacker group? Yes, Anonymous the hacker group. Hey, Mr. Davis, I can see your comments, man. What's good, man? Welcome. Welcome. That's easy for me since you don't have a PS5. Well, yeah, you don't got to worry about it. You don't have a PS5, then there's no need to worry. You're good. There's no need to worry about anything. Super Christian with the $5 dono says, I sent you a funny skit from my Instagram page about it. Give me a second, for sure. Thank you for the 5 Super Christian Me World. Let me check. You sent it to me on Twitter. Okay, was that on Twitter? Okay, here we go. All right, give me a second. I'm going to play this skit real quick. Thank you for the 5 Super Christian Me World. I appreciate that.
You're just going to let it happen?
Yep.
Wait, so you just won't hurt our numbers?
My people are all sheeps anyway. Next.
Okay, wait, hold up.
Wait, so they're not going to play their PS5 games?
They're not even going to turn it on.
For how long?
For a week?
Wait, Just a week? Okay, 1
We're
week.
just gonna let it happen?
Yep.
Wait, so you just won't hurt our numbers?
My people are all sheeps anyway. Next.
This Christian, this man Christian out here. This is the reason why RAM costs so much. This is the reason why RAM costs $95 per centimeter. Oh my gosh, yo, shout out to Christian. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, it's too good, too good. Let's see here. This is, wait, is that AI? You couldn't tell that was AI? AI's gotten so good to where a lot of you guys can't even tell that it's AI. Yes, that is AI. That is 100% AI. But you thought that he actually, like, got people to do that? It's funny, though. Shout out to Christian Mirwood. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you for the $5 dono, man. Thank you so much. Let's get your combo up on the board here. 73. We are out here, guys. We are getting closer to that platinum. Appreciate that, guys. I knew it was AI generated, but I tried to convince myself it wasn't. All right, Ninmar. Appreciate that. Thank you for trying to convince yourself that it wasn't. I could play. I've been doing that. I haven't sold my PS5 because it was a Christmas gift from your wife. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, don't sell it. Yeah, I don't know about selling your PS5. I mean, if your wife got you your PS5 or your system, yeah, don't sell it. I don't plan on selling anything, and I'll probably. I mean, I haven't been turning on my PS5 that much anyway, so I mean, like, I've been participating, I guess, in a. Like, although I did turn my PS5, what did I turn my PS5 for? I forgot what I turned it on for. I turned it on for something. But, yeah, I haven't been playing it too much myself, so I'll probably participate in this, but we'll see what happens, you know. It just sucks, man. It just, like I said, it's just, it's not a good look right now, what's going on with PlayStation and everything. It's just not a good look, you know. But what can you do? I think this is part of what you can do, you know, maybe a little bit. People are saying, hey, do this. This can help out. So 7 days won't be enough. 3 months to 6 months to a year. I mean, I don't think people are going to do that for a year, because guess what's coming out this year? Yeah. Guess what's coming out this year? What's coming out this year is Grand Theft Auto. So people are obviously not going to boycott that. And I think so, like, Anonymous, they don't want to hurt the other developers that have nothing to do with the decision. Right? Like, it's like, okay, yeah, sure, you can boycott and never turn on anything, never buy anything. But what about the innocent developers that had nothing to do with this decision, that don't want to see physical games go away? They still want to see, you know, physical games be a thing. So, like, you don't want to hurt them. But then again, you also want to send the message to Sony. So it's kind of like a difficult or like a delicate balance, you know? Like when it comes to all of that. Very delicate balance. During a crucial week of Wolverine and GTA 6. Best time to do it, the Blackouts from September through December. Yeah, that's just not happening. People are gonna want to play Wolverine. They're gonna instantly break it. But we'll see what happens, you know. It's always interesting to see what people come up with in order to try to
So they're not
you know, just get through to Sony. But I mean, what he's saying is right though, like, or what Anonymous is saying is right. Like, look at all the stuff over the last number of years. So a lot of issues there. While you'll boycott, I'll be playing the none online games. The none online games? What does that mean? You'll be playing no online games at all? The boycott is fun until GTA 6. Everyone will love Sony. Yeah. GTA 6 until everyone will love Sony. By then again, it's like some people want the game physical, you know? But I guess I get it. People buy Grand Theft Auto digital. A lot of people buy it digital. They're going to be excited to play it no matter what. I'm still contemplating whether to play it or not. I mean, I don't know. I'm still contemplating. I'm still wondering. I know everyone's going to buy it and it's going to sell like a bazillion copies. But you know, I don't know, man. I don't feel good about the situation. I don't feel good about it, so I don't know if I'm going to support it like that. But we'll see. We will see when it comes to it. The fold is going to be massive when GTA 6 releases. Yep. 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 I mean, pretty much. That's pretty much what's going to happen, man. Pretty much what's going to happen. Shout outs to Gambit Zero once again. Big love. Also, let me get the JoJo's on the board here. 2 JoJo's coming in from Gambit Zero. With that 25. Yo, I appreciate that, man. I'll just wait for the PC version of GTA 6. Ocarina of Time will take priority for you. Oh, yeah, Ocarina of Time. And I think that's one of the reasons why Ocarina of Time, for me at least, that's one of the things, like, I think I might be able to hold off, depending on when Ocarina of Time comes out. If I'm playing, and if Ocarina of Time is, like, legit, like, super litty, and I'm just playing the heck out of that game, then, like, I might be able to hold off on GTA, you know? So, there's that, man. There's also that. I never liked Salmon Run, but Splatoon Raiders made me see the light. Salmon Run and Splatoon Raiders are different, though. Sonic, like, sure, there's an aspect or an element from Salmon Run, but Salmon Run and Splatoon Raiders are fundamentally 2 different types of things. It's not the same. Just because you like Salmon Run doesn't mean, let's just say you like Salmon Run. It's not guaranteed that you're gonna like Splatoon Raiders, but I mean, obviously it's more likely. But you could hate Salmon Run and like Splatoon Raiders, because Splatoon Raiders is actually a full fleshed out game. Salmon Run is a small side mode that plays, once again, it's a small island. There's no real upgrades outside of like the random things that you get from each mission or from each time period to time period. It's on a small thing. Like, it's not a level base. It doesn't have all the different upgrades and gadgets. It's a completely different thing. So that's the reason why it's like, just because I mean, if you don't like Salmon Run, that doesn't mean you're not gonna like, or you're not gonna like Splatoon Raiders, considering how different they are, you know? Once again, that's why I always try to tell you guys, like, it seems like it's like side order plus Salmon Run plus the Splatoon single player plus PvP elements. Like, it has a mix of all the different Splatoon aspects, not just Salmon Run, you know? So it's multiple aspects of it. Let's see here. What's up? Hey, what up, Juice Music? I see it's foolish to bet against Sony energy from a lot of these content creators. I mean, listen, I've been around for a long time, and I've seen, obviously Sony has been in a dominant position for like the last decade plus, right? They've been in a pretty good spot with PS4 and then PS5 now. But I mean, it's not as solid as some of these people are making it out to be. The PS5 is not dominating sales-wise like the Switch did. The PS5 is not dominating games-wise like we saw even to a degree with the PS4. The PS5 is propped up by obviously having a lot of microtransactions, a lot of third-party game sales, a lot of live service stuff. They're doing great with that. But they're not too big to fail. Sony was riding off the biggest high ever that we've seen when it comes to a console with the PlayStation 2. They thoroughly dominated the competition. And that was before smartphone gaming, right? So they didn't have to worry about smartphone gaming too much. A little bit of online stuff, but nothing really, they didn't have to worry about smartphones. So they were on top of the gaming world console sales wise with the PlayStation 2. And we saw Sony completely fumble that away with the PS3 era. Like, they didn't sell anywhere near as much. They lost a ton of money. Ken Kutaragi got ousted, it is not a foregone conclusion that they are just going to have
What
ultimate
if
success.
someone went back in time 20 years and told you an 8-bit style game would be one of the best games of 2026 and you won't be able to buy a physical copy of that game, but you can buy a vinyl record of the 8-bit soundtrack? Would you believe them?
I mean, it would be hard to believe, Justin. And like what he's saying, obviously correct. But yeah, it would be very hard to believe all of that. Very hard to believe all of that. Very, very hard. Shout out to Justin. Thank you for another $3 dono, man. Combo breaks. We are going. Let's keep it rolling, guys. Appreciate that. 24 combos till a platinum on the board. So I appreciate that, guys. Let's go. Lego. And now Xbox is no more, is competition no more. Here's the thing though, while Xbox maybe is less competition, the Switch 2 is definitely competition. People like to say that it's not, but it is, because Sony's probably going to copy them. They copy them with the PS Portal. They're going to copy them with the PS6 handheld. So I think when people say, oh, it was never competition, Sony doesn't have competition. If they don't have competition, why are they copying Nintendo with some things? So if you copy somebody else in the same space, that's your competition. So it does seem like, yeah, they have competition, but obviously Microsoft and Sony more traditional big console box graphics competition, but it's there.
Hey you.
So
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
yeah.
That wasn't me. Also song reference. Lol.
Oh, sorry, I got mixed up from the last notification that I got. That was Dane. Thank you, Dane, for the $3. Sorry, Dane Gonzalez. I'm sorry, your name, it was mixed up here on my mini feed. My bad. Shout outs to Dane Gonzalez with the 3. Justin's like, that meme with that guy just like pointing at himself like, or like 50 Cent? Me? Like, what's Dane, thank you for the 3, Dane. And Justin, thank you for the 3. That was you. Oh man, that was great. That was great. Shout outs. Let's go. 21 more combos on the board, and we got a platinum. Let's go. Couple JoJo's in there. Big love to Dane Gonzalez, man. If the PlayStation fails, where would the gaming media go? LOL. They go to PC. They would just now hype Gaben as like the greatest thing ever since sliced Gaben bread. So yeah, if PlayStation was to fail, they would just all say now PC is they would all just submit to PC. The word of mouth must be crazy in Japan for Splatoon Raiders. The stock moved a lot without any sales numbers. Stock is always fluctuates here or there. But yeah, Splatoon Raiders it's selling a lot. It's #1 game on Amazon Japan, #1 game on the eShop. Has a Splatoon Raiders bundle that's sold out in stores. So I think it's doing pretty well. But yeah, I mean, obviously, Splatoon is a game that can kind of move mountains in Japan, in particular. So yeah, it's good. It's good to see. Good to see. I mean, like I said, stock price is stock price. I mean, Nintendo stock always goes up and down. At the end of the day, you know. So. To be honest, my ROG ally made me fall back in love with gaming again. Keep up the good work, bro. I mean, listen, man. I always tell people, you know, love who you love, like what you like. But I mean, when your girl's ugly, you know. And that ROG ally is ugly, bro. I can't fall in love with that. It's just too ugly for me. I can't. That wouldn't make me fall in love, bro. Sometimes, bro, it's just not my type. But you know what? My type isn't your type. Everybody got types of women or men if you're into men or whatever you're into. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, man, that girl's a little bit too ugly for me, bro. A little bit too much. That would make me quit gaming. I'm sorry. But no, I feel you though, fam. Tom, I feel you, brother. I feel you. I feel you on that one. Oh gosh. Let's see here. I might just bring my Switch 2 dock with me this weekend. Hey, there you go, Gina. While it's gonna be easier to buy vinyl than a video game soon, bro. Come on, don't say that. Don't say that. Deported with the $5. And says, do you think it's fair that attractive leaders like Asha Sharma and Gabe Newell use their looks to help companies' PR image? Yeah, it's fair. All fair. All fair in this game, man. If you're not, you know, if you're not cheating, you're not trying, right? When it comes to the gaming business. Yo, appreciate that. Thank you for the 5. John Fosman always said that the handheld will be $650 to $750 something. PS6 to cover. Power one will be $899 to $1,000. Yeah, I don't even know how they're gonna get those prices, to be honest, but we'll see. Let's see here. PlayerEssence managed to get around the ban for 30 minutes. OJ, yeah. I mean, it wasn't a ban. It was a timeout. So it was just a timeout, Ultra. Let's see here. Nintendo stop making videos. He needs a new grift. I don't keep up with Nintendo. I don't care what he does. He's a fraud. You know, we've already established this, but you know, I wish him the best of luck, whatever he decides, whatever he does, but I'm not sure. He'll make a new video as soon as something bad happens or something. But no, I don't watch his videos. He's a fraud. So you think P4R will be 60 frames docked when it comes to Switch 2? Probably. I haven't tried the dock again yet. It wasn't working for me, but I'm gonna try it again probably this weekend, Gina. What up, Shaban? Welcome to the stream. Morning. It's evening for me, but morning for you. It's all good. Shout outs. Let's see here. YouTube is not profitable anymore. YouTube is definitely profitable. YouTube is definitely profitable. The problem, though, I mean, if you're talking about for him, the problem is that there's not enough bad news. There's not enough bad news, and there's too much bad news surrounding Microsoft and Sony to make it look like Nintendo's like the evil bad one. So, I mean, like, a fraud is a fraud. Like, you have, if you're going to be a fraud, or if you're going to be like that type of, you know, content creator where you're constantly being negative about everything, it needs to be supported by everything else being much better, right? Like, you can't be completely negative about one thing in this space while everything else is crumbling around it. The removal of physical, the increasing of pricing, the absolute nonsense of PR disasters, the Concord situation, the firing of developers, but yet you're gonna make videos 24/7 about how bad Nintendo is. I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. So people have exposed him for just his fraudulent way. He's got no real clout. Nobody cares what he says. Everyone looks at him as like a joke. Even Nate the Hate came out and said he's a joke. Why give him attention? Nate the Hate doesn't say that about anybody. Like, literally, I have not heard Nate the Hate say that about anybody in the Nintendo community, whether they make negative videos or not. I've never heard him say that. And he had to come out and say this guy is a fraud and a joke. Stop talking about him. That's how you know, like, wow, it was like for real. And people listen, man. People just said, all right, stop messing with them. You know, so I think that's really what happened there. He's a joke. He's a fraud. Everyone knows this. He basically just took advantage of the algorithm last year with the negative press that Nintendo was getting. And then, you know, once now the truth is coming out, he ain't got nowhere to go. But I mean, he'll be back with this fraud. Like I said, a fraud is a fraud. Like I said, a fraud is a fraud, and he'll be back with when he decides to do it. So yeah, Nintendo make an effort to 10 less for digital is nice. Yeah, that's true. Let's see, Nintendo's able to cut the cost on Switch 2 by being a sole machine. Sony won't be able to make a spin-off portable for a reasonable price because it won't have the volume. I don't know how Sony's going to be able to do a a handheld and a home console, and then like charge I mean, they could, but that just seems like a lot, man. That just seems like a lot to get people to buy. Sure, their most dedicated fans will buy it, but a lot of people will just be like, well, I can just buy a Switch 2 for $500, you know, and I can just, it's not as powerful, but it's going to have tons of games, you know. But I mean, it looks like Sony's going to try it. They're going to try the handheld and they're going to try the home console route, but I mean, the prices for these things are going to be astronomical unless it's subsidized, but good luck to them. Good luck. Good luck. A fraud is as a fraud does. Exactly. With Fortune's Weave coming out September, would I be better off playing the new Xenoblade Genesis instead of going through the series? I know you've mentioned that. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. I would still try to play Xenoblade if you can. Like, play Xenoblade 1. Try to play that if you can. And I would still recommend playing it. Now, I mean, if you don't, then you don't. It is what it is. But, I mean, I do recommend playing Xenoblade Definitive Edition. Switch 2 Edition, if you can. Let's see here. Hey, what up, Shaw X? Welcome, man. Shaw X been here the whole time, but was adulting. Yo, it's all good. Shaw X, I appreciate you, fam. Good to see you here chatting. OJ, do you think all consoles will become PCs? It seems like eventually, yeah. That's pretty much what's happening. I mean, once they went over to x86 architecture, that's pretty much just PC. So eventually, yeah. Says, yeah, no thanks. I mean, yeah, I mean, some people will obviously be excited for it. You're going to get, I mean, look at how many Sony fans are defending Sony removing, removing physical. Even though it doesn't benefit them, it's not good for them. There's nothing that's good of them removing it. Sony's giving you no extra protections or anything when it comes to being all digital. But, hey, they're going to do it, and you got people defending them. So, it's just funny to me, at least, that people are willing to do that. So, it's crazy, you know? Crazy stuff, but it is, like I said, it is what it is, you know? People can be what they are, you know? OJ, don't click the link, it's bad. Don't click what link? There is no link that I have here. I think the $3,000 price tag is very off. There is no $3,000 price tag. The price tag that people have been floating around for it is $1,000, not $3,000. Let's see here. September, I need a big Metroid blowout. Metroid? There's going to be no Metroid blowout in September. The link to the vid you put above. You can't put links, Ultra. You can't actually put any links. So whatever link you put, my bot already removed it. So you can't put links. But I mean, I really honestly do think it's time for you to go to sleep. Or just like relax. You know, so I'm sorry, Ultra, but we're gonna have to do another one. Another 30 minutes, brother. I'm sorry, man. We're gonna have to do another one, alright? I think it's really time though, brother, that you just kind of relax and just head to, or just enjoy the stream, just watch, you know? Might be time, brother. It might be time. Let's see here. All right. Adulting is hard. Adulting is hard. Let's see. The Switch 2 screen is terrible. Disagree. I don't think the Switch 2 screen is terrible. There are some issues with the, in terms of like the monitor refresh rate or whatever. The monitor, not refresh rate, but the speed, because like it creates like a blur for some type of like 2D games and all that. But I just think for like most games, it actually works well. And it's an okay screen. But obviously it's LCD. It's not OLED. So. But no, it actually looks kind of, I mean, the HDR looks nice on there, and it's 120 FPS screen too, and it has VRR, so makes things look nice. September, I need Onimusha and Fire Emblem and a Nintendo Direct. We'll see about that. If they charge 1K, I wonder if they will try to set up a payment plan like they do for phones. Yeah, there will definitely be a payment plan for it. If they're charging 1K, absolutely. Absolutely. So, absolutely. Yo, Chris C found the opening thread. Let's go.
I am a man of my word.
Yo, Chris C. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being a man of your word. Let's go, baby. Thank you for the big 25. Hey, yo. I appreciate that, man. 109 on the board. We have hit the fabled platinum. After a couple days of not hitting it, we have hit the Platinum Award. Let's go, guys. Shout-outs. Also, big love to Chris C. tying up Gambit On the board as well. Yo, you guys give him some love. Chris C in the chat with the big 25. Got a two-way tie at the top of the Hokage Answer Ninja board. Chris C and Gambit 0. Anybody 25 more, you can beat him out? Yo, let's go. And of course, combo breaks and the limit breaker. Locked in. Feels good. Feels good. Let's go. Feels good. Let's see here. Well, that was weird. What was weird? Oh, was that you, Broads? Let's see, the digital PS6 controller patent looks hilarious. Yeah, I'm not really too worried. Yeah, you're Chrissy. Okay, yeah, you're Chrissy. I thought you said, well, that was her. I thought that was you. Yeah, man, we had to pack. Ultra, man, no offense, man, but we had to pack you up for just relax, man. Just relax and just relax and enjoy the stream, bro. Yo, Asakura. Yo, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Streamlabs is whack. What happened with Streamlabs? What went on with that? What'd they do? Why is it messed up? What happened? Hey, what's up, V? Welcome to the stream, young lady. Okay, too much of this soundtrack. We've had way too much of this same soundtrack. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Just informing you guys in Greece that Splatoon Raiders is officially sold out and small stores have a few copies left. They're raising the price up to 75 euros. Okay, that's trash. I hate when that happens. I had to change my name, but it didn't save. I didn't notice until after I pressed send. Not a huge deal, just that it changed the name back. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Broads. Because you probably wanted to put Broads Gamer on there. Okay, I feel you, fam. Thank you, though, Chris. I appreciate it. Thank you, Broads Gamer. Appreciate you, fam. You're awesome. You're goated. I'll put Broads Gamer up here on the board. Let me do that. So at least, don't worry. I can change the name. I thought that was you. I thought that was you. This man found the opening thread on. He hit Ultra with the opening thread. Oh my gosh. Broads Gamer, thank you for the support, brother. Like always, man. You're the homie. You're the homie. All right, let me see here. Nintendo's forgot about Mario, like they forgot about Dre. Thank you for the 25. Let's go. Shout outs to V. I was shocked that Nintendo went making an OLED Switch 2 first over the Lite. Do you see them still making a Lite in the future? Nintendo hasn't went with making an OLED Switch 2 over the Lite first. There's no confirmation about that. So I'm not sure why you're saying that, 91 Gamer Boy. There's no confirmation that Nintendo's going with the OLED Switch 2 first over a Lite or anything. So that's not confirmed, and that's not even like, I wouldn't even say, I don't know if that's even going to happen. So let's wait and see on that one. Let's wait and see on it. But yeah, there's no confirmation on that, and yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta wait on that one. Yo, what up, Raph? Do you think Nintendo will bring Conker to NSO without any censorship? Of course, they have the N64 Mature app, but Conker's pretty gnarly. Maybe we'll see. I don't. It's always hard to tell what they're gonna do with stuff like that. You know, Conker's pretty bad. So they might, but we'll see. Let's see, they forgot about Dre. That was funny. I don't know why. Yeah, they forgot about Marlon. They forgot about Dre. I renewed my sub today. Glad to be in the village. Hey, appreciate that, Jason Wade. Thank you for that renewed sub. Appreciate you. It doesn't play. I mean, I can't play your name with it, but I can do this. I can do this. It's not Kevin, but your name is Jason. So shout outs to Jason. Appreciate that. Thank you for the Elite Ninja membership. Renew. Plus, did you see GameStop promoting N64 4K? I think I saw that N64 4K that you're talking about, but I didn't know GameStop was promoting it. Are they going to be selling it at GameStop? Okay, no confirmation. I got you. Must be some false leakers reading the OLED. Yeah, I mean, like, they said that there's a leak that there could be like an OLED screen, but that doesn't mean that Nintendo's going with it first. That doesn't mean that there's not a Switch 2 Lite or anything. That doesn't mean it's coming out first. That doesn't mean anything. I mean, if Nintendo's planning a Switch 2 OLED, they could be planning a Switch 2 OLED. They could be planning a Switch 2 Lite OLED. They could be planning all sorts of things. So there's no confirmation about that they're going first with anything. So there's no confirmation yet. Let's see here. My favorite Xenoblade Chronicles game got the Switch 2 treatment player since OJ and I pre-ordered it. I mean, all the Xenoblade Chronicles games got the Switch 2 treatment. So it's about Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Velvet, because they all got the Switch 2 treatment. Amazon JP and several Chinese retailers have listed September 16th as the release date for 007 First Light. Also, patch notes for FF14 says it makes good use of the touchscreen on Switch 2. That's good. Touchscreen would be good if you're playing portable. You'd be able to easily, press whatever, cool, attack or skill that you want to do. I do wonder if a Switch 2 Lite is possible. It would be great to have lower cost model, to be around 400 if possible. Not sure if it's technically possible. The Switch 2 Joy-Cons are pretty pricey because of how they're built. So if you get rid of those, that does lower the cost by at least $50 in my opinion. I would guess that would cost Nintendo at least $50 to manufacture those Joy-Cons, at least. I mean, they cost $100. So I mean, I don't know if Nintendo has a $50 markup on them, but let's just say they cost anywhere between $50 to $75 to make for Nintendo. They could at least chop $50 off the price right there. So they have a price increase coming to $500, so $450. I mean, if you make it to where, there's no dock, the dock costs what, $120? So if you remove the dock, let's just say Nintendo marks up that 50% on the dock. I mean, that's generous, but let's just say that. So that's another $50 or $60 that you can knock off the price of a Switch Lite. So I mean, yeah, I would say $400 would be around what I would think that they can get the system to. Maybe even cheaper if I'm being too generous with like the markups on like the Joy-Cons and the dock. But it could be anywhere between, I'd say, $400 to $350. I think $350 would be a good spot. $350 to $400 for it. For a Switch 2 Lite. But I'm guessing it would be like $399. I think that would be $399 for the Switch 2 Lite. $500 for the Switch 2, and then maybe for $550 for like a Switch 2 OLED in the future, if it doesn't already get hit with more price increases. OJ, how big do you think the Switch Lite would be? 5.9 to 6.5. I think it would be pretty much the same size of the Switch 1, the original Switch 1, and like that system. That would be the Lite version for there. It would be like about that size. So whatever size screen that was, I think it'd be around that. Yeah, I agree. 350 Lite would be a steal. 400 would be a good target. Yeah, 350 would be great. I mean, that would be a really good price for it. That'd be a really good. I don't think Nintendo's gonna go that low though. I don't think they're gonna go that low. I think they're gonna try to build in like obviously like gas and other things that you need to transport it. They're gonna build that into the price. So I'm gonna say $400. But if you remove the dock and you remove the Joy-Cons, I mean, I think $100 off the top is fair. So that's what I would guess. I mean, the Switch Lite, that was the same way. From like the Switch 1 to the Switch Lite, it was $100 off the top, right? $300 to $200. So I'm thinking the same thing here. I'm not sure, Denmar, what you missed, man. We're just chilling. John thinks it's digital only. I don't think John thinks it's digital only. I think he speculated that they could, but I don't think it's going to be digital only because then you cut off all the people that already have the Switch, Switch physical cartridges. It makes no sense to do that. You're just cutting yourself off from people buying the system or bringing over their library. So I doubt it. I doubt that they would. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. People can't play their physical games. Nintendo knows that there's a big physical library. It will cut off the sales of the system. It would hinder the sales of the system. So I don't see Nintendo making a decision making it like digital only. That doesn't make any sense. It makes no financial sense to do that. You're not going to save a lot of money removing a cartridge. That doesn't save you a lot of money. What was the reason behind Sony and Microsoft doing digital only versions? Because they wanted to scam you, because they want you to go digital so they can make higher profit margins. They want you to go digital. That was the reason why that they want to do that, because they want to make higher profit margins. It's easy. Nintendo doesn't have the same philosophy from a business standpoint on profit margin between digital and physical. They don't have that. They have way more people buying physical than PlayStation and Xbox. So there's no point in them doing it. It makes sense maybe for Microsoft and Sony to do it, but it makes no sense for Nintendo to do it. They're not the same. Let's see here. Do you think OLED, there's a possibility of storage increase? I would assume that to keep the cost down. There could be a possibility, but it'd be difficult, you know? Exactly. B Queen says it right there. That would reduce sales by half. Exactly. Because if you're someone that already has a Switch 2, you might be looking into, oh, let me get this. But wait a minute. All my physical games that I already bought don't work. That's stupid. Nintendo would never do that. That'd be a terrible decision and they would never do it. I mean, I think still to this day, they still have not made a digital only, like in terms of like modern history. They haven't not made anything digital only. They didn't make a digital only Switch 1. They didn't make a digital only Wii U. They didn't make a digital only Nintendo 3DS. They didn't make a digital only Game Boy Advance. They didn't make digital only anything. So I don't see it right now. There's no point considering like they have like almost a 50-50 split when it comes to, you know, physical and digital. So the split's pretty high. So probably not. They could do both, but only digital will be bad more. No, there's no point in releasing two separate models of the same thing. That one of them's digital, one of them, like, there's no point in doing that, and they're not going to do it. So, Sony doing digital games is kind of backfiring them. The physical is way better than digital. We need both. It's not even about one being better than the other. It's just simply having both is good. If you did only digital only Switch 2 Lite, it would be hard to play physical games. People already have Switch 1. They have a Switch 2. Yeah, exactly. I don't see how it would work. It would just limit sales. So I don't see them doing that. Justin with the 3.
They actually did the opposite and made a physical only Wii.
They
Lol.
That's true. The Wii Mini. The Wii Mini is a physical only Wii. They did the exact opposite. That is absolutely correct. They made a Wii that had no online capabilities, where you can't connect to the eShop, you can't connect to anything, you can't download any games. All you can do is just play physical games. That's all you can do with it. So yeah, they actually did a reverse. They made a physical only product, which was hilarious. But yeah, that is true. They did make a digital only or a physical only Wii. They did the exact opposite. So that's the type of company we're dealing with right now, you know? That is what we're dealing with. Thank you, Justin, with another 3. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the support. I think that actually gets you up to almost 25 on the board. I think you're at 24, so you're close. Digital only wouldn't lower the cost either. It's like taking out the disc drive would. I mean, I guess the disc drive is bigger, yeah, so the cost is probably higher. So yeah, like I don't see a big cost reduction for taking out a cartridge slot. I don't think there's a big cost reduction for that. It's okay tonight. Ultra, man, just relax, man. Relax for tonight, okay? Just relax for tonight, all right, brother? Just relax for tonight. It's okay, man. I'm gonna time you out on Twitch too, because you went over on Twitch. So just relax for Ultra. Just relax and enjoy the stream, man. Do you think we'll get a TV only model this generation for the Switch 2? No, I don't think so, but we'll see. Hey, what up, Enlightened Bruno? Welcome. I'm definitely keeping my PS5 Slim 30th anniversary. Ooh, we got the Slim 30th anniversary. Nice. At least as a disc drive, so I can keep collecting physical games. That is a nice PS5. Okay, cool. That's exactly. Some people argue that, but once again, that argument doesn't have any merit. Like, where is the economics behind that argument? People just argue that. Where's the actual financial backing that says that? Like, I see what you're saying, Flip, and I know you're just trying to start controversy, and I get it, but where is the financial reports or the financial backing that says that physical games do that? That it somehow subsidizes it to where all of a sudden, if you remove physical, you're just doing great. Where there is no I've looked through Sony's sales reports. I've looked through Microsoft sales reports. I've looked through Nintendo sales reports. There's nothing in there that says that physical gaming is somehow causing some apocalypse for games. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. Blu-ray discs are super cheap to manufacture. They're not super expensive. Sony literally owns the technology. There's nothing. Nintendo has more of a claim to that than Sony or Microsoft, because the cartridges are way more expensive to produce, to manufacture. And even then, Nintendo doesn't see it that way. Nintendo sees it as maximize sales completely. you're thinking about it in a short-term, stupid way. You're thinking about it in a greedy way. If you think about it for like the long-term forest instead of the tree right in front of you, you realize that people double dip. You realize that people buy digital games when they're on sale and forget that they even have a physical copy, and vice versa. You see a digital game on sale, you might already have a physical copy, you just buy it for the convenience. You maximize sales. Nintendo knows good and well people double dip. People buy games physical and they buy the same game digital. They know. They have data on all of us when it comes to what we play. Like if you opted in for that, right? Or if you have you log into your account, they see that, and they see that there's people that buy a digital game and also buy the same game physical. That's why they said what they said back in 2024. They said, well, we just want to maximize sales in general. They want to sell you the same game. Look at Xenoblade. There's a digital upgrade pack coming. They know good and well that a lot of you guys are going to buy that upgrade pack and then buy the physical version later. They double dipped you. There's people, they know there's people that are going to be buying the digital version of Xenoblade and then buy it again for the physical collectors. If you remove that option for physical, you don't get that money at all. Sony and Microsoft are thinking about it in a very greedy way. Nintendo's thinking about it in a greedy way, but a conveniently greedy way for the consumers. We want the option. But how many of you guys have bought the same game? Many of us have. Microsoft and Sony are making a big mistake. If Microsoft follows suit with this thing, you're making a big mistake. People buy games again. People buy games for their friends physical. People double dip all the time. It is a somewhat common thing for gamers to buy a digital game than buy a physical game that comes out the same game, or vice versa. Or if you see it on sale for convenience or whatever, or it's in like your games are in a storage or whatever the case is. They know that. They know this. And the smart thing to do would be to support both. You know, that's the smart thing to do. But once again, Sony does not think business-wise. They think very short-term. They do not think long-term. They do not think that. So look at their live service stuff. They thought that was going to pop off too. They were wrong. Sony's not always right, guys. I don't know why y'all think that just because Sony makes a decision, that means that they're right. Nah, like, I don't mean that. What's up, Persona? Says I'm playing OJ during my lunch break. I rarely play digital versions of games on PS5 or Switch except digital only releases. Even for digital only releases, unless I absolutely need to get the platinum trophy right away, I wait until the physical version is released. Yeah, and Persona, that gives you the option, right? Like you have the option to be able to play what you want. And I play digital games too sometimes, but I want the option. You know, like if it's like a smaller title, yeah, I'll play that obviously digital only, you know? So that's the thing, man. I already know I have a digital copy of Breath of the Wild. I have a digital copy of Tears of the Kingdom. I have a physical copy of Tears of the Kingdom. I have multiple physical copies of Breath of the Wild. Like I have a black box edition of Breath of the Wild. I have a special edition of Breath of the Wild. I have a digital edition of Breath of the Wild. If you remove all the physical editions of Breath of the Wild, you're just going to buy the game one time. Sony has data that people also buy physical. They're making a very big mistake here. Like, but whatever. It's fine. They think they can do without it. So it is what it is. Let's see here. I ain't buying no digital and physical of the same game. Anyone can do that. Can't complain about game pricing. Well, people buy special editions of games. People buy a special edition. People keep games sealed all the time. That's a very now. Listen, most people don't do that. You know, most people don't do that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people do buy special editions, then buy like keep a special edition sealed of their favorite games, of like games that they really look forward to. So that's what Nintendo was talking about in terms of maximizing sales. I'm not just saying this just because. That's what Nintendo said this. They have the data. They know when they say maximize physical and digital sales. That's what maximizing physical and digital sales means. It means that you give people incentive to buy whatever they want as much as they want. That is what maximizing means. We want people to buy as much physical as possible. We want people to buy as much digital as possible. They know that there's crossover, and that's what I'm saying. Now, for those who want to pick what they want, maximize it. Get what you want based on what you want. We're going to give you the option and you'll buy what you want. That's what maximizing means. Sony is not looking at maximizing. Sony is looking at spreadsheets. And they're looking at a spreadsheet that tells them physical games cost this, we only make this amount, and if we remove that, everyone's going to fall in line. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll find out about that. We'll find out about that. But you lose your ability to make cool special editions. You lose your ability for double dipping. You lose a lot of things when you do that. I think it's a short-sighted business corporate douchebag type of call. Sometimes you need to do calls based off of the feeling, based off of vibe, based off of you know, culture. You can't always make decisions based off of spreadsheets. I worked in corporate America. I know I've had bosses that make decisions off of spreadsheets, and it's almost always turned out to be, it's not as good as if you make a call based off of like vibe, the feeling. Sure, you need to have some business, you know, attachment to it, but it's a bad call for the vibe. It's a bad call. I don't think that they're going to sit there, everyone's just going to transfer over no matter what. But like I said, we'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out who's right or wrong very, very, very soon. It's not going to be much longer till we find out what's happening there. You know, what happens. So we'll see. Y'all obviously don't know K-pop. They make 5 variants of each album release. Exactly what OJ's saying. And the good Lord knows it worked like crazy. Exactly. Taylor Swift. Exactly. Those people, oh, I'll make a vinyl. Oh, I'll make a CD. Oh, I'll make a digital 8-track. Oh, I'll make a this. I'll make a that. I'll make a this. And they'll remix it and re-release it a million times. People buy the same thing. You know, they might already have it streaming. They can stream it on whatever, Spotify. Oh, I'm going to get it on here. Oh, I got Apple iTunes. Oh, I got YouTube Music. Oh, now I can get this. I can get this version. I can get this. Like, people do this all the time. That's what's called maximizing your sales. When you remove that option, it's stupid. So yeah. Let's see here. I just bought the flash drive to make my own physical versions of FF7 Rebirth with my PC version. Currently compiling some cover art and box to print. It won't make PC games, but I'm gonna make my own. Yeah, I'm good on all that. Yeah, I'm good on all. I ain't gonna go that far, but I get it though. I mean, you have that option on PC. So you have that. All right, we got some guy in here acting crazy, so we're just gonna go in and time him out. Let's see, at 24. Let's see here. Thank you for the 1,000 jewels. Yo, Pat Myas. Thank you for the 1,000 jewels, man. I appreciate it. Let's go. Julies.
I want to shake your hand.
How many times did Nintendo convince OJ to buy a physical version of Xenoblade 1? Lol.
I have multiple copies of Xenoblade. I don't have the newest Xenoblade, like Xenoblade Switch 2 edition. I don't have that yet. But I do have Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii. I have it on the Wii. I have it on the 3DS. I have it on the Switch 1. So I have it 3 times, and I have it digital on the Wii U as well. So I bought it multiple times, too many times at this point. Do you know if physical games are getting tariffed? I own a retro game store, and I have quite a few contacts. Nintendo has been limiting the supply of physicals you can order. Yeah, there's tariffs on it too. Yeah, there's tariffs on everything. Anytime that you import anything, there's tariffs. They've all been raised a bit on everything. So yeah, there's tariffs on it. I bought the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 CE and standard physical. Might do the same for Fire Emblem. Yep, I bought the physical, and I'm gonna buy the digital. I bought the physical Fire Emblem Special Edition, Dagden Edition, and then I'm gonna buy the digital copy. I'm gonna get a digital copy of the game. Yo, what up, DJ King? We'll talk about the GTA controversy thing maybe next time. Let's see here. That's only for certain fan bases. Nintendo fan bases more dedicated than Sony. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I think that maximizing physical sales and digital sales, anybody can do that. When you make decisions to limit physical sales, you make your own bed to sleep in. Sony and Microsoft have been making their own bed to sleep in for a while now, right? They've tried. Sony tried to do it with the PSP Go. They've tried multiple times. They did the digital only, PS5 from launch. Obviously, Microsoft had the Xbox SAD edition. Then they have the Xbox Series S. They have Game Pass. So they've been trying to... The Xbox One, they tried to completely remove physical games in the used game market. Like, they've been trying to get rid of it because they don't see it as maximized. They see it as a spreadsheet. And I think it's a bad move. You know, I think it's a really bad move. Are you going to participate in the Blackout PSN? Probably, but I haven't been turning on my PlayStation anyway. Says a fool and his money. Folks, do you? I work hard to send on the same items. Yeah, I get it. Like, most people don't do that, but like, special editions, I like to do that. I mean, I like to do it with special editions. For me personally, I mean, I don't. It's usually a special edition that I do that for. Although I will admit, I did buy a digital version of Splatoon, and I bought a physical version of Splatoon. I did do that, and that was not a special edition. But I got impatient.
You don't need double dipping. Sony is going to give you an option to give the developer a tip after your digital purchase. And no, it won't actually go to the developer, it'll go to Sony Law.
I will say this. I don't double dip on PlayStation and Xbox. I do not double dip on PlayStation and Xbox. I don't. I did double dip on like certain games that I like a lot. I might double dip. Like where I might, like if I like the game a lot and I want the convenience, but I don't double dip a lot. Pretty much almost never on PlayStation or Xbox. It's just for me with Nintendo, certain physical games like special editions or like games that I want that are like that I want to play early, or if I want to play it right away and I don't want to wait for my physical copy to come in. I'll like that was Splatoon Raiders. Like I got really anxious and I really wanted to play the game, so I just bought the game digital. I had a physical Amazon copy coming in, but I didn't know when it was coming in. They weren't telling me when it was coming in. And I just really wanted to try it out. So I was like, all right, I'll just buy Splatoon Raiders, and I got my physical copy, so I'll keep that sealed. But I'll probably let my daughter play it, like when she brings her Switch 2, I'll probably just open it up and let her play it so we can both play the game. Like, because like there's no local co-op, so that's something that I can do with the game. I feel like this boycott is not strong enough. It better just stop buying their hardware and games. I mean, they don't want developers to be punished by the ones that have nothing to do with it, so they don't want to do that. But I mean, it's a delicate balance. I don't know what the right call is, to be honest. I have the 5 versions of Mario 64 3D All-Stars Nintendo Switch Online, including the Japanese NSO and the original. That doesn't count. Japanese NSO. You counting digital versions that you play on a subscription service? That don't count, man. Everyone says not a double dips until Black Friday and Cyber Monday come around. Yeah. I've been spending a lot of my time playing games on my Switch 2, such as Grand Blue Fantasy and some PC games. Also wrapped up my first RPG Maker game, late May, released on June 9th. Hey, there you go. RPG Maker in the house. Hey, DJ King, what's the code or what's the game thing so people can check that game out? If you don't mind sharing. So which RPG Maker is it? So if you can put in the message, put the RPG Maker version that it is and like the systems, and then put the code, or if you want, put the code so people can play your game. Hey, what up, Clay? Says, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, man. Welcome to the stream. Love for High Fidelity Monster Hunter got ported to the Switch 2. If a High Fidelity Monster Hunter? Well, Monster Hunter World is already confirmed for Switch 2. So that's coming. I don't know when, but it's coming. They confirmed that. So I'm guessing it's going to be next year. Like early next year. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Beans and Toast? Nice to meet you. Top of the morning. How are you doing today, man? How you guys doing today? How are we feeling today? Okay, I plan to keep the collector's edition of Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave unopened and buy the regular edition to play. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the special edition for myself. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. It's Wilds, not World. Did I say World? My bad. I meant to say Monster Hunter Wilds, not World. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. Monster Hunter Wilds. That is coming over, not Monster Hunter World. I would love for a Switch 2 edition of Monster Hunter Rise, though. I think that would be kind of dope. Let's see here. I like how Nintendo used the power of the Switch 2 so far. Mario Kart World, for example, open world game with 24 players, manages to run at 60 FPS the whole time. Something may not sound impressive. It's definitely. I mean, Digital Foundry gave them their flowers for that, so that was cool. So you see how none of the games on other platforms before PS5 managed to run at 60, aside from well-known examples, Burnout Paradise. What, racing games, or what games are you talking about? Rise is the only one I ever played. Loved it. Rise is really good. I've played a lot of the Monster Hunter games, but I've never really been a big Monster Hunter fan. Rise was probably the game that got me more into it. Like, I put more time into Rise than all the other games. But I've never been a big Monster Hunter guy. Never been a big Monster Hunter guy. I've played a lot of them. Never been a big Monster Hunter guy. You know? So. I listened to this a number of times. I did get Rise of the Ronin recently, though. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming. You're out here today, guys. I appreciate everybody coming through to the stream. Let's go. What up, Matt Brinstar? Yep. Shout out to my man Matt Brinstar in the chat. Let's go. Been a big fan since Monster Hunter, since World. I think Rise is the best in my opinion. Yeah. Interesting how Dustbloods turns out. I think everyone wants to see what is going on with the Dustbloods and like how that game is going to like operate. Like people are so like, what's this game gonna be? You know, how is it gonna work? What's going on with it? So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not a big FromSoft guy. I'm not a big Souls player, but it's one of the more intriguing games for sure. You know, one of the more intriguing games. How did you get to react to Rathalos was announced as a boss in Smash Ultimate without a playable Monster Hunter character? That's fine. I only wanted to check out Monster Hunter Stories side. Okay, yeah, Monster Hunter Stories maybe one day. Yeah, I like Monster Hunter Stories is not bad. It's good. It's good. Switch 2 version could have been a bit better, but it's not bad. I think that there's I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something with that, like the combat system that just makes it feel like, I don't know, it makes it feel like I don't want to keep playing. The story's good, the gameplay's good, but there's just something about it. I think they need to make more of a hybrid between, like a hybrid action RPG. I think they need to make more of a hybrid game instead of just like a straight up turn base. That's what I'm thinking they need to do. Nintendo has more power has used more power for larger worlds and more things on screen. Less has been used to purely visuals. Yeah, a lot of the games so far that we've seen for the Switch 2 have been used simply just to make like the game more busy. I mean, obviously the graphics look better, but just to make the game more stuff on screen, more stuff happening. You know, obviously Splatoon Raiders. I mean, Star Fox was kind of just more of like just taking the game and just making the graphics look really good. That was just using the power for the graphics, but I mean, it's a remake. We'll see about Ocarina of Time too. I think Ocarina of Time, that's obviously going to look really good. But yeah, so far that's what they've done. I mean, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave kind of does a little bit of both. They definitely have more NPCs on screen. They have better detailed backgrounds. Like the graphics definitely look a jump above. Like it looks a lot better. There's no more frame hitching when it zooms in. So the graphics are improved, but obviously the graphics aren't like, oh my god, these are like the greatest graphics of all time for Fire Emblem. But they're definitely significantly better than Engage and Three Houses, so that's good. Did you ever watch the Guyver Blood? Nah, I didn't watch whatever that is. Nah. I played Stories back on the 3DS, pretty decent game. I mean, yeah, it's solid on the 3DS, but I mean, I think that on the Switch 2, if you play Monster Hunter Stories 1 on the Switch 2, it's really good. It is really good. And also Monster Hunter Stories 2 on the Switch 2. Or no, sorry, Monster Hunter Stories. Yeah, Monster Hunter Stories 2 on the Switch 2 running backwards compatible. It runs flawless on there. So it's really good. It's really good. Did they talk about? I didn't know Xenoblade's Nintendo's big Xenoblade Switch 2 blowout. I didn't know Digital Foundry talked about Xenoblade Genesis. I kind of want to watch their video about Xenoblade Genesis. I don't know what they said. Let's check that one out. The video buffer just flickered on your end. Yeah, YouTube's having some issues with that, so just refresh the stream. I played Bakaru. It's okay. I want to see what they said about Xenoblade Genesis. Give me a second here. Hold up, guys. Hold up. I didn't know. I was waiting if they were gonna actually analyze Xenoblade Genesis, like the trailer or anything. I didn't see it, but apparently they did. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let's check this out.
Xenoblade, because we saw new releases there, Oliver.
Yeah, yes, there are a variety of titles in the mix here. Probably the first and most exciting of these. Geez, I guess it's 4 games that we're talking about in the Xenoblade saga is Xenoblade Genesis, which I think looks very good. I love the character models. It's very clean and pleasing with good cel shading on the character models. And the environments as well look quite good. I think they have very striking lighting, like in that kind of interior sequence that we see here in the school or cathedral or whatever it is. Definitely looks a cut above the other Xenoblade titles and doesn't exhibit some of the more worrying kind of like texture tiling and things like that we've seen in the other Xenoblade titles necessarily. Looks quite clean, looks quite good. Very pleasing open world title. Some aliasing here or there. It kind of looks a little bit like DLSS Lite almost to me, because the way that it has very clean edges in stationary shots, but in motion it's a bit more compromised. I did count out one shot and it's 1440p, roughly speaking.
Okay.
I counted a couple edges on one shot, so appears to be a 1440p 30 title, which is no great surprise. In terms of the Xenoblade Chronicles Switch 2 editions, those are the other titles we're talking about. So basically they're going back and issuing Switch 2 editions for Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3. All those titles that originally appeared on Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was a Wii title, a 3DS title, and then a Switch title with a number of graphical enhancements. And that's actually a title that I took a look at because they released that game. That's the first of the 3 titles they're releasing here. And it actually looks quite good. It's very clean, crisp, pleasing, nice to look at. Not at all like Xenoblade Chronicles X, which, as I'm sure John can remark, looked very ugly and upscaled and super messy. I actually counted it out at 720p internally for Xenoblade Chronicles 1, so it is being upsampled, presumably with something like DLSS, which there is some evidence of on the edge artifacts that we see here. So I'm quite pleased by this game, and yeah, it's definitely nice to see a good 60 FPS update of a Xenoblade Chronicles title that isn't compromised massively in terms of image quality. So yeah, across the board, I think Monolith Soft delivers some of the best Switch experiences in terms of their technical output, and these titles look to be reclaiming that crown after kind of slipping a bit with Xenoblade Chronicles X, which was kind of a messy title on Switch too, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, reclaiming their reputation a bit. I mean, it's a world of difference to my eyes based on what we saw from the prior game. John, thoughts?
Yeah, no, this is one of the few games here at the Direct that actually was exciting. I do like Xenoblade Chronicles, and I do think this new one, Genesis, looks quite excellent. I like the visual design. I'm a big fan of that sort of curved world design, right? It's similar, I guess, in concept to Halo, or like the world from Zone of the Enders, where, you know, it's just like you traverse it, but you're like moving along it in a way as if it rises up against the horizon.
Right.
And I hope that there's a way to actually seamlessly traverse the world in that sense, right? Rather than dividing it up into like different loading districts, which we don't yet know how it's going to play out. But I also like character designs. The animation with the terrain is better. I think Xenoblade 1 and 2 I never liked the way the games looked in motion, because especially with Shulk, he's basically got Kingdom Hearts shoes on. It's the way I've always looked at it, like big floppy feet, and it just looks dumb running around the world. It never felt good to me. And I actually think getting that run cycle down is something that helps make a game feel good just to pick up and play. and they've definitely improved. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was already a step up in that direction. So the upgrades, I haven't really looked closely. Somebody did mention to me though that Xenoblade 1 has some weird performance hiccups. Did you see anything, Oliver?
I saw it drop frames a few times. I was really just in the initial area, honestly. I tested it out for like 15 minutes just to see how it was. So in terms of image quality, I think it looks quite attractive. In terms of performance, that's harder to judge without like later game content, I would expect.
Okay, well, I thought they were going to talk about Xenoblade Genesis more. They talked. I mean, this was about a month or so old, but yeah, it's good to hear that tech stuff on Xenoblade Genesis. I didn't hear about what I don't think they've talked about it much. So, so we'll see once the final game comes out. I think it's going to be even better. Nintendo sent out press assets at 4K, so I think that it's definitely going to upscale. I mean, that's one thing that's it's probably going to upscale up. So we'll see about that. You know, we will see. Still excited, very excited. So I thought you were falling asleep for some seconds. No, I just looked at my phone. That's it. It's amazing how Monolith Soft has grown since it's been acquired by Nintendo. Yeah, it's been good. What's up, OJ? Splatoon Raiders deserves a higher score on Metacritic. Pretty wild to see the difference in score. User score is 9.3. Great game. I mean, yeah, I don't really put a ton of stock into user score. I kind of put the stock into more people, just like gamers that I see talking about it, and like YouTubers that I know that review games and cover games, and like we're seeing that what they are saying, what actual gamers are saying, outside of like the Metacritic user score, right? What gamers are saying is a lot higher than what the Metacritic score is saying. So that's good. That's good, which I have to agree. Right now I'm doing a spicy raid and I'm getting my butt kicked, and it's fantastic. Like I haven't had as much fun in a Splatoon game probably since like the first Splatoon or Splatoon 2. Like, to me, this game is really good. It's a really good game. It's a really good game. Do you think Virtua Fighter Crossroads will be on Switch 2? Yeah, at some point. That's Sega, right? At some point it will be. So I'm pretty sure it will be. Hold on, let me play this. We already played that in the intro song. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at some point it will. I feel Oliver's hardest to please and sounds perplexed, which is good. I mean, it just depends on the type of game and what you're talking about. I think that they're all usually fair. I mean, people give Digital Foundry some flack for some of their opinions and stuff, and that's fine. But I still think, like I said, they do a great job at what they do. You know, I think they try their best, so that's all that matters at the end of the day. You know, and like I don't think they're fraudulent. Like I don't think they're frauds. You know, and that's the most important thing to me is like, don't be a fraud. You can make mistakes, but don't be a fraud. And if you make a mistake, you can apologize for that mistake. And that's something that I think that you know, that Digital Foundry, at least I don't know about apologizing, but they've acknowledged when they're wrong on some things. But I do think that they try to be fair. Like I think it comes from a good spot. I think there's a lot of people on Twitter, on YouTube, content creators that are just frauds, that literally try to fraud for money, you know? So I think there's that for sure. There's definitely that for sure, you know? There's definitely that. So also, this also, Stealth said this, every upcoming major Capcom game is coming to Switch 2. Every upcoming major Square Enix game is coming to Switch 2. Every upcoming major Koei Tecmo game is coming to Switch 2. Its support a Nintendo platform hasn't seen since the NES, SNES. That's a good point. Maybe that is a good talking point for that. That sounds like a good talking point for a video like that. We needed that. That's one of the things that we definitely needed. That I was hoping that we could see, when it comes to Switch 2, seeing that Capcom and Square Enix and Koei Tecmo. These are the companies that are really great, you know, at what they do. So yeah, man, it's awesome. Windows Central also reported something new on Xbox. So they say exclusive leaked data from us suggests a huge amount of Xbox Helix users could simply ditch Xbox for Steam inside Xbox's own hardware. It could have big implications for Xbox Helix RRP. But would people buy a $1,000 console? No, people aren't going to buy a $1,000 console. Microsoft would be lucky to still be making a system in the next 5 to 10 years. I'd be surprised if they actually have a system that's on the market and is even selling anything that's not a specialty buy, you know. I'm almost positive that the Xbox, the last normal system is the Xbox Series X. Microsoft as a console, it's like Microsoft making systems, I think they're pretty much done. They're too wishy-washy. They have no real plan. So I see the Xbox Helix as the last actual physical box they make. I mean, they might make PC boxes, you know, Steam machine type of deals, but yeah, they're done. All right, take it easy, Boo Boo. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. I know it's late in your neck of the woods over there in Germany. Appreciate you coming out. So yeah, I don't see them. I see Microsoft. I don't know. Like I said, too many mistakes, too many flip flops. I don't know what's going on here, you know. So too many flip flopping. So that's what's going on there. I see them being better than a PC. It's easier to get your foot in. That's it, I guess. Maybe. So I see a lot of posts like this too. I'm kind of just discussing stuff. Splatoon Raiders, this person on Twitter. Splatoon Raiders is my first Splatoon game, and I'm loving it. I'm telling you, man, people, Splatoon Raiders, it's really good. People really like it, man. People really like the Splatoon Raiders. A lot of people never played Splatoon before, and now they're playing this one. Very fun, very addictive. So. I hope Helix is more of a PC than a console. I mean, it's definitely going to be more of a PC than a console, because if it allows you to run Steam and allows you to run other storefronts, that's a PC. That's not a console. That's literally not even a console anymore. That's a PC. And if it doesn't play physical games, I mean, it literally makes it more of a PC than anything. Like, let's be real here. It pretty much just makes it a PC at this point, you know? So I have no intention on getting the next gen. I really want them to keep supporting the PS5. I'll probably only buy Switch 2 ports if they're compromised but still physical. Yeah, it's gonna put a lot of people in a tough bind, right? Next gen, I think they're still gonna support PS5 and Xbox Series, but the problem is gonna be like there's gonna be no physical copies for PS5. So it's like there's gonna be certain third-party games that I absolutely want to play on my PS5 Pro, but like there's no physical copies. So for me, it's just gonna be like, hey, I'm just gonna try to get a review code. If I don't get a review code, then I don't think I'm just gonna be sitting there and buying digital games all day, you know? Like I don't know, man. I like to have that option, you know? I like to have that option of physical or digital, so. But that's just me. I know other people think differently, but I don't know, man. So. It is what it is, right, on that one. Looking forward to picking up Xenoblade Chronicles DE physical on Thursday. Xenoblade Switch 2 edition is like 46 gigabytes. That will be on that will all be on cart when it comes out in October. Yes, all the games are on cart. You know, Nintendo has the 64 gigabyte carts. All those Switch 2 editions are on cart. But yeah, Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade 1 is getting its physical release coming up soon here, right? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna buy that right away, but I mean, I might get it at some point. I think they're gonna discount it. Maybe I'll get like $10 off or something. So I think I'll probably buy it in a bit. But yeah, yes, it's all on cart, all physical on cart. So it's all good there, you know? It's all good there. I want to see this here. Yeah, this is like I just don't understand. Like, another comment here from Mr. Rubino. He's the editor-in-chief at Windows Central, and he says, highly recommended reading Jez's full breakdown. It captures exactly why this is the biggest dilemma Asha Sharma and the Xbox team are grappling with right now. What's your take? Would you pay $1,000 plus for a fully open Xbox Helix, or should Microsoft stick to the closed subsidized console? Let's discuss. I mean, if you have to ask that, you've already lost, man. You've already lost. You've lost the plot. If you have to ask that, you've lost the plot. It's no longer a console. It's no longer wanting to be a console. Are people going to pay $1,000 for a fully open Xbox Helix? Yeah, sure, some. Are most people? Absolutely not. Most people are not going to sit there and plot $1,000 for a PC console Xbox thingy when they can just get a normal PC, or they can simply just play something else, or just play on their Xbox Series, or play on the PS5, or just, yeah. I don't. It is what it is, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Only Sony filled the trade. Trade will get the. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Corey. I can't really read that very well. One thing that may come from the problem with next gen, maybe more people will discover classic older games. Nothing wrong with the old 8-bit and 16-bit years. I think that's going to happen. People are going to discover Switch 1. People are going to discover more PS4. People are going to discover more PS5 games. I think people are just going to look back and say, these games are good too. I don't believe that people are just going to rush out and buy PS6s and Xbox Helixes for $1,000. I think, you're going to get the rush of hardcore gamers, yes. But after that, I think it's going to drop off. So, we'll see, though. We will see. We will see what's happening. Also seeing people get their Splatoon Switch 2s in the mail and stuff. This is the first box that I've seen of it. Hold up, let me see. We got an actual Splatoon. This is a Japanese user. We actually have the Splatoon. This is it. This is Japanese only. It's not a branded system though. It's just a box, and you get the digital copy of the game. So I guess it came in the mail for some people. So there's the back of the box. Oh, that's a nice back of the box. That's nice, nice. I mean, I wouldn't have picked it up if it was here. I mean, obviously, like if it's a branded system, then maybe. But I remember I think they had like a Splatoon bundle, like a Splatoon 2 bundle for a little bit with the Switch 1 back when that came out, but I just kind of ignored that. I don't know if that was worldwide though. I don't remember. I think it was, but I don't remember 100%. But yeah, it's a nice. That's Japan only. That is Japan only. Let's see. I prefer standalone 4K player. PS5 doesn't support Dolby Vision. It doesn't? I didn't know that. I thought it does. I got Dolby Vision speakers. I think my Xbox supports it, right? I think Xbox Series does, right? If they make a Zelda Pro controller, it might be just enough to get me upgrade to a Procon 2. Oh man, the Procon 2 is awesome. I would have upgraded at this point because the back paddles are so good for many games. But yeah, they're gonna do a Zelda controller. I think they're gonna do a Zelda controller, and I think they're gonna do a Xenoblade Genesis controller. Those are like the next two controllers I think they're gonna do. They're gonna do a Zelda controller and Xenoblade Genesis controller. If you want to play as Korra, Praxis, and Percival Mark Assault Mode in Xenoblade 2, oh yes, it's gonna be fun to use the DLC blades. Yes, I'm looking forward to the Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 edition. I'm gonna look forward to the Merc missions. I want to see how those play out and and all that. The performance is just going to be so much better. The 60 FPS and like the resolution. So So much better. Let's see. I think they'll do a Kingdom Hearts 4 controller. It's possible. They did a Resident Evil controller. So, I mean, I think it's possible that they do like a Kingdom Hearts controller. Like, the one thing that I've seen, every single Nintendo Direct, we have like the one more like big thing, but it's like a dual feature. It's like a third-party game plus a first-party game, one more big thing. So, I think that like the next one, upcoming one, what do you guys think the next upcoming one is? Persona 6? What do you guys think? What's the next big AAA day and date? Oh, we've got this game too. So the first one was Resident Evil Requiem. Now we've had other games obviously, but the first one was Resident Evil Requiem back in September of 2025. The next one was Kingdom Hearts 4 back in June. What do you guys think the next one's gonna be for like, hey, this game hasn't been, I mean, it's already been announced, but it hasn't been announced for Switch 2 and it's coming day and date. What's the next game? Of course, Ninmar cannot comprehend. Expedition 33 is not day and date, guys. That's not day and date. That's not like you guys just y'all mentioning Expedition 33 came out, and that's not a big AAA game. That's not a big AAA game. And Expedition 33 came out a year ago plus. It came out more than a year ago. Day and date game that's been announced, that's coming out day and date. Not game that's old, not an old port, but a new release day and date that they announced that's already been announced, but not for Switch 2 yet. And has not released yet. Oh man. Expedition 44. There you go. The new Expedition. Dragon Quest 12. That's a good one. That's a good one. Dragon Quest 12. But the difference though, but Dragon Quest 12 has no platforms at all. So that would be very different from Resident Evil Requiem and even like Pragmata, right? Pragmata, Resident Evil Requiem, Kingdom Hearts 4. Those, or you know what? Did Kingdom Hearts have platforms announced for it? I don't know if Kingdom Hearts did. So yeah, I think we can count Dragon Quest 12. I think we can count that. But Dragon Quest 12, I think it's just still too early for that one. So I don't think it's the next game, right? So I'm guessing like if Nintendo has another direct later this year, I don't think Dragon Quest 12 is going to be that game. I think they're going to roll with Dragon Quest, the Wither World right now. Dragon Quest Monster. They're going to just roll with that and not have any new announcements for Dragon Quest 12. So I don't think it's going to be that game. Now, I do think later, yeah, there could be an announcement, but I don't think it's going to be that one right now. Final Fantasy VII Rev. That's already been announced for the Switch 2, and that's already coming day and date. So, I mean, I don't know how that's the next game. Are you guys having trouble? Some of you guys are having serious trouble comprehending what I'm saying. I'm saying the next game that's already been announced for Xbox, PlayStation, PC, that hasn't been announced for Switch 2 yet, but is going to be announced. Current AAA game, but that will be announced as a day and date title also for the Switch 2. Is that, I think some of y'all are having serious trouble understanding what I'm trying to say right now. Final Fantasy VII Revelation, that's already been announced and confirmed for Switch 2. Do you guys understand the words that come out of my mouth? What's up, Daniel? There you go. Persona. Persona could be one. There you go. That's a good pick. Persona 4, Revival, Persona 6. Those are two good picks. Those are two good picks. I think Persona 4 Revival could be one of them because that's already been announced. There's no Switch 2 version. Bigger game. I don't know how AAA it is, but whatever, right? AAA. Persona's a big franchise. So there's that. So it is what it is on that one. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. I think Didn't they already is that the remake? They already confirmed the remake for Switch 2. That's already been confirmed. But I guess like the newer one hasn't been. So maybe. Code Veronica's already been confirmed for the Switch 2. That's already been confirmed. That was confirmed at the what's it called? That was confirmed at the Game Awards. Or Summer Games Fest. Modern Warfare 4. Isn't that already that's already confirmed for Switch 2? Like the new Call of Duty? Something Koei Tecmo, maybe the new Dead or Alive game. It depends on if they already started porting. Did they say they want to invest more in Switch 2 development? The new Dead or Alive game, maybe. I wouldn't count that though, but we'll see. GTA 6 would be a bombshell. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it could happen. But I don't think it's gonna happen. GTA 6. People are saying that might be a thing, but I don't think they're gonna have GTA 6 in November ready to go. But if Nintendo had a direct and they dropped GTA 6 as an announcement day and date, that would set the internet on fire. That would be like internet would shut down. Like it would be like the Steve reveal, Minecraft, where it broke Twitter because so many people were just saying they just announced Steve in Super Smash Brothers. That would break the internet. Do I think Doom the Dark Ages will come to Switch 2? I thought that it might have came to Switch 2 before, but now with the new management, I don't know if they're going to bring it over to Switch 2. With the gutting of id and like the new management, I don't think they're actually going to bring it over. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What up, the Great Wall? Let's see, Avatar fighting game. You playing? Nah, I'm not playing that. Not right now. I'll probably pick it up Switch 2 later though, just like on discount. But nah, I'm not big on like fighting games to be honest. Like I only like, in terms of me playing. Now watching, I'll watch, but in terms of me playing, Smash Brothers, Pokken Tournament. Those are like my two fighting games. So I'm glad I bought the Switch 2 early. A lot of people were talking madness about not getting it. Yeah, and that ended up being instantly false. That was just a lot of fraudulent activity. So let's see. Hey, what up, the cool guy? Welcome. OJ, do you think Splatoon Raiders is a lock-in for best family game? I don't know about a lock-in, but I mean, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. That could be best family game. I mean, it's a better family game. I mean, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. I mean, if the game is good, it's a better family game than Splatoon Raiders because Splatoon Raiders doesn't have any local co-op. It doesn't have any. It just. I mean, I know Astrobot won best family game too, and it's just like a single-player game or whatever, but. I mean, Switch Sports Resort seems like that'd probably be like a game that'd be a better family game. So everybody can actually play, you know? Pokemon Pocopia, yeah. Do you think Densha Attack could be the Game Award nominees? I mean, Indie Game of the Year and potentially Game of the Year, yeah. It's one of the highest rated indie games this year. I mean, you have Mina the Hollower as well, so... Take note, Doom was outsourced, so Dark Ages could be Panic Button. It could be, but you still have to have the parent company pay for it. I mean, Panic Button just can't do the port for free. So Asha Sharma might not want to pay for the port and might cut that and say, no, we don't want to pay for the port anymore and cancel it. So... Fan Choice Awards could be Splatoon Raiders or Fire Emblem. I think Splatoon Raiders is going to have a big... I don't think it's going to get nominated for Game of the Year, obviously. So I think there's going to be a big Splatoon Raiders presence when it comes to the fan awards, like fan-voted awards. But the fan-voted awards are stupid. Like a lot of the times it's like, what games win? It's like stupid... It's like gotcha games and all that. Like, so... Fan-voted awards is... It's silly now at this point, so... Real silly. What up, the cool guy? Welcome, though. Good to see you here. Shout out to Vatsen was here, too. Vatsen's here as well. Good to see the Dudley boys together once again. Ramon says, for me, it's Pocopia. Yeah, Pocopia is good, too, and it has co-op. It has multiplayer. Like, it's not bad at all. It's a good game. That's probably going to be... I mean, that category is usually Nintendo's, like, lockdown, right? Like, Family Game of the Year. So it's like... I'm pretty sure, yeah, like, we're going to see Splatoon Raiders. We're going to see... Pocopia, we're probably gonna see maybe Mario Tennis, or we're going to see, yeah, probably Mario Tennis. Even like Yoshi has a chance to be there as well, like Yoshi in the Mysterious Book. I think that also can be there too. So yeah, time and time again, we'll always be doing production like gentlemen. Yes sir, yes sir. Appreciate you. Is COD this year the first and only current gen Series X, PS5, Switch 2? The first and only on current gen? Yeah, I don't think they're not doing like last gen. They're not doing like a PS4 or Xbox version of Call of Duty this year. So there's that. Last year when Sonic 3 wasn't at the Game Awards, that was pretty intentional. You're a Sonic fan, huh, Ninmar? You seem like a Sonic fan to me. You're a Sonic fan. You seem like a Sonic fan. Let's see here. What did Bijan Robinson do to his hair?
Hey, you. I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
Okay. Mac Mega with the 2. I'm sorry, guys. I just saw this. I was looking for some news to go over. And I just saw this, and I'm thinking, what did this man do to his hair? Like, what? This is a hairline killer. I don't think his hairline's ever going to recover. Like, why would you... He just aged himself like 10 years. If somebody pulls the hair when he... It's like a black genie. It's like Aladdin, but like black. Man. That's like them old Japanese dudes from like the samurai movie, like from like the pictures, the murals, and like the samurai movies, like where they bald themselves and just have like one sticking up hair in the back. Like Assassin's Creed Shadows. Mac Maker with the 2 says, do you think Splatoon Raiders has a shot to win Player's Choice Game of the Year, or would Fire Emblem take it again? I think Splatoon has a chance to win it. I think it has a legitimate chance to win it. I mean, that might be fake. That might be fake, guys. That might be a fake. That might be fake. So, I mean, it could be fake. I don't know if it is, though. So, could be fake. Could be fake. I'm not sure. You know? Shazam? Arabian Nights. Yeah, man, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That haircut is wild. That is a terrible haircut. My man looks terrible. He looks old. Looks crusty now, bro. Like, it's crusty, bro. His haircut looked like Greg Heffley. I don't know who that is, so I don't know who that is. Yeah, Kazam was that thinking that green eggs and ham. Bijan Robinson not officially on the Let It Go list. He did that on purpose, man. Like, that was intentional. That was an intentional deal. That was intentional. Have you seen the protagonist from Diary of the... Been playing Splatoon Raiders this whole stream. The game is too good. Yeah, the game is really good. The game is really good. I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be playing. I was too tired yesterday to play though. I was way too tired yesterday. I did play a little bit before the stream today, so I did play a little bit of Splatoon Raiders before the stream. But I couldn't play too much though. I had to take a little bit of a nap, but it was good. Super Metroid HD remake. There's been some rumors of 2 Metroid games coming, like a remake and a brand new game. I think they could do Metroid, Super Metroid remake, or they could do Samus Returns. They could do one of those two. Yo, Darius with the 5 says, well, it looks like Vita Vea probably going to the Niners since we ain't getting him. Still gonna smack y'all though? No, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Well, about Vita Vea, I don't know if he's gonna go to the Niners. People are just saying, oh, well, you know, he could go to the Niners. I don't know if he's going to go there, though. I don't want to get excited like he's going to go there. And then there's no signing yet. But I hope he goes there. Vita Vea is great. And they'd have a formidable defensive line. They need Vita Vea. That'd be great. But no, I don't think you guys are going to smack us. I think it's going to be a good game. And I think the Niners are going to come out on top. I think the Niners are going to sweep. They're going to sweep the Rams. I think they're going to sweep them. They're going to get them. For some reason, we're in Australia. So whatever on that one. So we're gonna get you guys in Australia, and we're gonna get you guys again in Los Angeles. So we're gonna get you guys twice. We almost got you guys twice. Well, no, actually no. The second game you guys smacked them. But y'all remember, y'all got beat by Mac Jones. I just want to put that out there. Y'all got beat by Mac Jones and a depleted Niners team with the #1 receiver being, what was his name? I forgot his name already. I forgot that dude from the Patriots. He came back. I already forgot his name. But he was the #1 receiver. So I think it's not going to be a smacking. I think the Niners are going to win. They're going to win too. So of course we're going to have our game day bets, right? Darius, we're going to have our bets before the game. So I know you're going to be around for that. So that's going to be fun. OJ, this is the delusional take. How is it a delusional take? How is it a delusional take? The Niners haven't gotten a lot better this offseason? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How? They got a real #1 receiver. They got a real slot guy. They got actual receivers on the team now. They got real receivers. Y'all are not sweeping the Rams. Why not? They could. Sweet. Bring out the broom. I have a bet for you for the Rams and the Niners. We can do all the bets before, like, I got to see if the injury reports and everything before the game. So once we get towards the game, if there's bets that are coming, I'll take bets depending on the price, and depending on it, I'll take bets. So the QB you got ain't sweeping, what, Brock Purdy? Why not? He plays pretty good against the Rams. I don't know if you've seen his numbers against the Rams, but he's played pretty good against them. Has a winning record against them too. Don't know why stream's sometimes lagging. Either it's just me. It's just YouTube because my stream's not lagging on my end. So. Let's see. Are you a big fish taco guy? Not really. I'm not really a fish person at all, man. Like my wife though, she likes like, I mean, I like it sometimes, but I'm not really big on it. So I've been thinking, won't Fortune's Weave be our first mainline Fire Emblem that supports 60 FPS? I don't know if it runs at 60 FPS. But yes, it would be the first big mainline Fire Emblem game that is at 60 FPS. If it is, I'm not sure if it is. It looks like it's maybe 30. So, but we'll see though. We will see. But it might be at 60. I don't know. I think it's at 60. Maybe it's at 30. But yeah, if it is, it's the first one that supports 60 FPS, yes. All of them are 30 FPS, on native hardware at least. I mean, if you're not counting, you know, obviously, if you're not counting, like, the Warriors games, you're not counting those, right? Because you said mainline. So So yeah. 1 and 2. Really? Brother, I'm not gonna lie. This year, if we stay healthy, we're looking like the damn Avengers. Stafford, Garrett, Puka, McDuffie, and Aaron Donald. My bad. Maybe I was thinking about the Seahawks with Brock Purdy's record. Okay, yeah, you're right. 1 and 2. 91.2 rating though, 640 passing yards. Not terrible. Not great. Good passer rating though. He's played good. He should not be 1 and wait a minute though. He should be 2 and 1. Wait a minute. Now that's okay. Shouts, thank you for the 5. He should be 2 and 1 because he lost that nonsense game when they lost 27-24, when the receiver dropped the ball and Purdy had like 3 tutties or whatever. And that was the game that Jawan Jennings went wild. It was not last year, but the year before. They should have won that game. They literally should have won that game, and they choked it away. He should be 2 and 1. Hold up here. They choked that game away, and like that's that game that Jawan Jennings had the crazy like Randy Moss game, like where he was just like mossing people and like grabbing touchdowns left and right. Okay, he should be 2 and 1. He should be 2 and 1 because I remember that game. I got so salty with that game. I had to break down because like Nick 93 was like, "Oh no, they won." I'm like, "Yeah, they won because the Niners choked. It was a choke job." And then I had to go there and show them the places they choked. Just chokeopotamus. Darius with the 5 and says, "Brother, okay, yeah. The Avengers. Hey, listen. Y'all got a squad. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all got a squad. Stafford's obviously Stafford. I mean, Myles Garrett's like the best defensive player in the league, right? Like one of the best, if not the best defensive player in the league. Obviously, Puka Nakua's gonna ball. Garrett's gonna ball. They're all gonna, McDuffie, if Aaron Donald comes back. I mean, you guys got a squad, but Niners got a squad too. Niners got a squad as well, and we actually have receivers. We actually have receivers this year. It's nice to have receivers. When you're running around with CTE Ayuk, deep, I eat everything. I'm not in shape. I got my money, Debo. You know what I'm saying? Like, although Debo's killed you guys over the years sometimes, but still, like he wasn't in shape last year. When you're running around with no real number one, Purcell's always hurt. You know, but now the Niners actually got receivers. They got Christian Kirk. They got Mike Evans. They've got Purcell back healthy. They've got Stribling, the number 1 draft pick. They've got Watkins coming into year 3 or 4 or something like that. So they've actually got some receivers this year, which is good. Got Kittle's gonna be back. It's a good squad. Choke is the Shanahan special though. No, the Shanahan special is not choking in the regular season. The Shanahan special is choking in the Super Bowl. Not the regular season. Regular season, he's great for the most part. He's freaking fan. I mean, last year, bro, they could have called me to play for the team. Like legit, they were like 1 injury away from calling PlayerEssence to play on the team, and they went freaking 12-5, right? They won a playoff game in Philly, you know, and they want to play. I mean, yeah, they got bopped by the Seahawks, but I mean, that was gonna happen. When they gave up an opening kick for the touchdown, they were just depleted. Everybody was hurt, and they still won a playoff game. You know, they went what 13-6 for the year. 13-6, and they were 1 game away from winning the division. Literally 1 game away at the end of the season from winning the division. That is wild that they almost won the division with that season that they had with everybody out. Literally no Warner, Williams didn't play. He was in and out. Like, the fact that they almost won the division with that team and they won a playoff game with that team, crazy. So, and it wasn't even his fault that they got blown away, like in the playoffs against the Seahawks. Like, they just weren't gonna win, man. They weren't gonna win that game. It was just too much. Seahawks had a full squad, no injuries, so it was gonna be very difficult to beat them in Seattle. That's what they needed to win the division. I mean, if they won the division, they'd get home throughout the whole playoffs, and then it'd be a lot easier to win if you're at home, you know, because they played the Seahawks very tough. They choked away the game against the Seahawks to lose the division. They had it right there. Christian McCaffrey had the ball and gave it right to the guy, right on the goal line. It was going to be a touchdown. And he had the ball and gave it right to the guy. And then they lost the game. They lost the game by some points. So they had it. They had the division right there. If they would have just won that game, they would have won the division and had home field playoff, like a home field advantage. So there you go. Fortnite's relatively good health problem. Yeah, if they're healthy, and remember, that was no Bosa, no Michael Williams, no Fred Warner. I mean, how are you going to win without Bosa and without Fred Warner? How are you going to win? Like, those two players are way too good to not play without them. So Bosa's back, Fred Warner's back, Michael Williams is back, George Kittle's back, everybody back. Trent Williams is back. They fortified the defense. Odigizua, they got him from the Cowboys. They're fortifying things. They got Dre Greenlaw back. I mean, he's probably going to be hurt, but they got Dre Greenlaw. They drafted. I'm excited for the year this year. I think it's going to be a good year. Hope my Texans have a good year. Just need Stroud to play good. Yeah, if Stroud plays good, that defense is so good. They can win a Super Bowl. That's a Super Bowl quality defense. They just need Stroud to play not trash. Yeah, Christian Kirk definitely has not been the same since he left, but he's still a better receiver than who they had last year for the most part. I mean, if he can stay healthy, Christian Kirk's a good receiver. And he's not the number 1 or the number 2. He's the number 3, you know? Who'd you take on your team? Saquon Barkley or Bijan pre-Genie hairline? I'll take Bijan. I think Bijan's the better running back, but, you know, Saquon's really good too. Seahawks going to take it this year. Going to take this year off like almost every other Super Bowl champ does. They're just going to be like, all right, we good. I mean, you guys are back. You guys, I mean, you guys had some key departures. Obviously, Kenneth Walker. You guys had like the Bofog guy defense. Like, you had a couple guys on defense leave. But, you know, you still have Mike McDonald, man. You still have the coach. And you guys still have Sam Darnold. You still have that offensive line. You still have, Jackson Smith and Jigba. You still have, like, a great core team. I think that the Seahawks are still going to be really good. I think they're still going to be really good. I don't know if they're going to have the season that they had last year. It's going to be tough to put together back-to-back defense and offense like they did. I mean, they were pretty good on both sides of the ball. But we'll see. We will see. Yo, Bam Bam. Thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to put, it's going to be tough to put together both sides there. But we'll see, man. It's going to be a fierce NFC West battle. I mean, it's going to be fierce, man. It is going to be fierce, fierce, fierce. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Super Bowl champs do have a bad, record afterwards, but I think that the coach there will keep the atmosphere to where they won't get complacent like that, So I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be fine. All right, guys. I think we've pretty much hit our limit here, though. Shout out to everybody that watched the stream today. Combo breaks were insane. Thank you guys so much for your support today. Shout outs to the Elite Ninjas. Shout outs to all the Streamlabs Elite Ninjas, too. A lot of you guys were using that today, so I do appreciate the Streamlabs links, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow with more content, with more gaming, with more stuff. I have a couple brand new videos that I want you guys to check out, though. So if you guys haven't seen my videos for today, I have a new Expedition 33 update. Yeah, it's pretty much 3 hours. No, we're pretty much winding down here. It's I've got 2 hours and 54 minutes, so we're about 6 minutes away from that. So I like to wind down and kind of give my ending shout outs right about now, with about 5 minutes left or so, and then kind of, link the stuff in the content. So we're actually at 3 hours. Trust me. Trust me, Nidmar. I know. No need to second guess me talking about the time, man. I'm not trying to short you guys. Come on now. Come on now, Neymar. All right. So I had a couple videos that I did for today. Expedition 33. I appreciate you guys watching the vids. We had two videos. We had the Splatoon Switch 2 videos, Splatoon Raiders, and then we also had the Expedition 33 update as well. So we had both of those. So check those videos out, guys. I'm gonna link them right here. So if you haven't seen it, the first one is the Expedition 33 video where I go over the interview that they had and detail that. The next video that I'm linking here is the Splatoon Raiders Switch 2 video. I thought it was a pretty good vid. I'm also going to link it here on Twitch as well. Give me a second. So if you haven't seen those vids, guys, please make sure you check it out, man. Check it out. Shout out to Darius Hines. Thank you for the multiple donos today, man. I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much for your support, like always, dude. Thank you for the double, the 5. And then I think you did another one earlier. Or no, thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate that, Darius. Yo, let's go. Yeah, the 2 5s. Thank you for the 2 5s on that one. Yeah, please check out the videos, man. I appreciate that, guys. If you do, that would be great. Remember, tomorrow we're gonna try to get the stream up at a better time. I just have to catch up on sleep the past couple days, man. It's just been sleep has been crazy. I've just been trying to catch up a bit. We might have a video tonight. If I can, I'll do it. If not, it'll be up early in the morning. But I might just want to get another one out. Today's videos were not like anything crazy in the algorithm, so I can if I can do another one, I'll do one. It just depends on how I feel. But I might want to relax and then just get some rest, and then tomorrow morning I'll kind of get it going with the vids. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Now I'm thinking about even like on Wednesdays we might stream, but I also might think about doing like multiple videos. Like if I don't stream, I might think about doing like 3 videos in that day. Like I'll just edit videos for the day and kind of just focus on that. We are going to start up our social media stuff, so I might take that day tomorrow. We might stream, but I might take that day to actually finish up the social media stuff that I'm doing, because like we got some stuff that some other, like we're going to start like other accounts, and we're going to start posting shorts on other accounts and on this account too. So I might need to take a day to get that done. So I might take tomorrow off streaming to do that. So you'll get multiple videos. You'll get like and I have to do like the short stuff. So yeah, we'll see though. We'll see. If not, like I said, we'll have our 2 videos in a stream like we usually do. So there should be plenty. Should be plenty of good content. So yeah, watch the vids if you can, guys. I really appreciate that. Like I said, you guys are goated. So much awesome stuff. So yeah, we will see you guys for the next one. And like I said, new video already out. I'm gonna link it one more time. I need you guys to check it out. New video. Talk about Expedition 33. Watch the vids for today. Oh, and let me give you guys a little bit of a tip. For the channel. Give me 1 second here and I can go to this view channel. I think you can't see my PE live, like if you want to watch like a replay, so if you want to see like the replay of it, I think it doesn't show up here if you scroll down. So if you go to the main page and then if you scroll down, it doesn't show up here except for the one that I'm watching, and this is like 2 weeks ago, right? But if you click on here, I think it shows all of them. Yeah. So if you want to watch the replay, if you click on it, you'll see all of the replay, like the live streams. Some people were asking like, how do I watch it again? And I think that's how you do it. You basically just go to it, PlayerEssence live replay, and just click on there, and it will show you all the live streams. It's like they're unlisted because I don't want to bog up people's subscription feeds like with a bunch of videos for the day, So if you want to watch any of the replays, they're all there, talking about everything. So yeah, there's that too. All right, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Let me link the video one more time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being awesome. I appreciate you guys coming out to the stream. Thank you for the support, like always. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for enjoying the show. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it, and we'll see you for the next one. All right, guys, peace.